I am
On.
not late. Don't
You're
you
not even.
even
You're
fucking
not even
dare.
on.
I still had a
Yeah,
counter. I still had like 30
Oh, there's no
seconds.
it's
kidding.
1 a.m. on the dot. I hit
Oh
start.
my
You're
god, it's
late.
8 p.m., mister.
Exactly. You weren't here on time. You're late. Like, that's just so unprofessional of you. What the
was
fuck?
was my music not working again?
Well, now that I've hit start, I'm gonna go for a shit.
Oh wait, why do you keep updating, you stubborn? Aries, did you just go to the bathroom?
He's very unprofessional. He's pooping.
He's very unprofessional.
See, you were taking the piss being late, so I'm going for a shit. Like, it's one
Oh
and
my
two.
god.
Pissing and shitting. He's got piss in his shit. He's just
I'm
doing
all
it all.
inclusive.
He's only pooshin'. Pooshin'.
Damn right, Vladimir Putin.
Just no pooping on stream. Can we not poop on stream? Can make sure to silent that. Like we don't want that.
That would be a great intro. Just
Oh
sound
yeah,
effects of people shitting. Are we even in the right VC?
we are in the right VC. I moved you in this VC when you're AFK.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. I wasn't paying attention.
Happy Thursday. Oh, you're the one who keeps saying Happy Thursday.
I only said it once.
My bad, my bad, my bad. Thank you. Oh wait, now I got to do shout out. I got to do a shout out to Owie.
Everyone. Podcast is starting.
Doop doop doo doop doop doo doop 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 doo. So since Aries is pooping, what have you been up to, Rog?
You really don't want to know.
Okay, besides doing what you're doing to the Trump and Biden AI presidential debate.
You know,
If you
I'm
guys
not
have
a.
not heard about this, go to Trump or Biden 2024, I think it is, on Twitch. And it's
Yeah,
literally
that is
AI,
so much
Trump or
fun.
Biden,
AI.
and it is so fucking funny. Let's just say we now have the Wankmaster 3000 out there, the Culper
Yep,
Rog, and Catgirls
Trump is
wielding dildo
endorsing it.
swords.
That was yours.
You know, that's the Secret
He's allowing
Service
them
too.
to be part of the. Yeah, he's adding them to the Secret Service. So yeah, we're really coming up in the world.
Yep, and they'll remember what you said the last time you were there.
Unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, because they're a VI. That's what they do.
Yeah, because Rog's apparently eating some eggs out of people's asses now.
I did not. That one AI asked me if I had ever done that. If I've ever eaten a
And why
hard-boiled
did it
egg out of my
ask?
partner's asshole. That was a totally different AI.
Oh, that wasn't the Trump or Biden one. My bad.
Yeah, it was
My
like a
bad. That
sex
was a
one or
different.
something.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah. But do be careful. I did have one friend who got banned from the chat for bringing up Stormy Daniels.
Yeah, but then Biden started bringing up Stormy Daniels, so that's fucking weird.
I wonder if they loosened up the reins on some of this stuff.
They
Well,
might
yeah,
have.
it's like they're demonstrating. It's okay if the politicians do it.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just got done telling Biden that he was rectum gobbling pussy fart,
Oh my God.
and I didn't get banned. Like, I can say damn near anything, and I don't get banned.
Guys, we can us three we can sit in that chat and probably kill about a half an hour to an hour. I think Rog can kill about 3 hours, not even
Yeah,
realizing
I
it.
can. I really get in there, and I really get them going.
And it's funny because if you stay in there and just keep bringing up stupid topics, it they'll just keep going after you. You'll get roasted by them. It's funny.
Oh yeah, Jack seen me get roasted earlier. It was pretty rough.
I I got roasted on that. Hey, look, we're in the spit roast. Ha! Oh, well.
Oh, I need to know how the fuck do I buy more Pokeballs?
You have to go below.
Below the like chat thing, there's
There's
something that looks like maybe a pouch or a purse or something, or a box maybe. Maybe that's a box with like a lock on it. Um, And then I got another thing over here that's got 8,000, or I'm sorry, 8.1K, which I'm assuming is your currency or whatever.
Yep, you want, okay, so you'll have the monitor, so the top is like the little taskbar, and there's a computer, and then there's like a backpack. You click on the backpack, and then there's two buttons below it, one called shop and the other battle coin shop. You want to hit the shop, and you'll have your
Okay, wait a
different
minute.
balls to
I gotta
purchase.
scroll down to see this?
No,
Okay, well, okay, so which one do I click on? Do I click on the little box? Do I click on the...
backpack.
Well,
Beadora
see,
the Explorer. Hit the
this
backpack.
thing looks like a backpack.
It's the second one from the left.
Okay, yeah, that's backpack. But now, where the hell does this menu show up at that I'm supposed to
No,
be
it's
going
not.
through?
It's not a menu. There's just two. There's a button right below it called shop. Click
Okay.
that one.
Chat.
No, shop.
Uh, okay.
The studio's fucking about again. Great.
Who's
It
fucking
disappeared.
about again? Okay, mister. I will have to. We will do this in a different thing, cause. And actually, I think you can do it in chat too. Actually, here, let me try. Pokey
Yeah, like the
shop.
backpack thing just disappeared. The 8,000 or 8.5K, well, that went up to 5K. That thing's still there. But yeah, the other thing is
No,
gone.
nah, okay. Oh yeah.
That,
Okay, so
that
so if you do exclamation point Pokey shop, Pokeball
okay.
5 or and a number and you can purchase
Explanation point, pokey
shop
shop,
space Pokeball.
pokey
Hi Spanx.
ball,
And then however many Pokeballs you want to purchase.
base, and then a number.
Yep.
Okay, I guess I'll go with like 6. Did it work?
You don't have enough Pokedollars. You need 1,800. Apparently you don't have $1,800. So with 1,800, here, hold on. Let me see how many you'd be able to buy.
Okay.
300. Do 5.
But
Oh, well, I don't know how much.
pokey shop, base, pokey ball, base, 4. Did I get it?
I bet he has 800. Yeah, instead of 8,000, he probably has 800. So do 2.
Oh,
How do
okay.
you need to be in Pokemon streams more often. Just sit there. You don't even have to really do anything.
I
You
don't
just
know who does pokey streams.
me, Spanx,
Pokey
Blonde.
shop.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
think
but you
of who
guys
else.
all stream boring stuff.
Kiss my ass.
Well, okay, I'm sorry, I'll lie. You guys stream amazing garbage. Okay, I can't finish that. You guys play Overwatch and shit. That's not.
Okay, I do not play over. Okay, I played Overwatch with Uno the other night, and that was fun. But that's it.
Look,
I
honesty
love
is my
Uno.
best policy. I can't lie to people and tell them that games like Overwatch are good. I'm sorry.
Oh, Overwatch is, it's what the worst rated game on Steam right now.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. That's why I don't understand why people still play it.
Neither do I. Even my friends who play it are just like, God, I hate this game so much. And it's just like, why do you keep
Then why
playing it?
play? Yeah. Oh, they're like Derek. They like the only way they have fun is if they're suffering and just hating themselves, right?
Well, yeah, it's because they're bottoms. They like to be dominated by something bigger than them.
Hey,
Ah, they're
hey,
all
hey.
bottoms. Wow, you guys
Well,
are all
no,
bottom.
hey,
Wow,
don't put
that's
us all in
wild.
that because I'm a submissive and stuff, and I like to be manhandled, and I don't like
Yeah,
that.
you're a bottom. Yeah.
There you go. You got 2 Pokeballs.
Yay.
But welcome to Spit Roast, guys. I'm here with Rog and Aries.
I bought Pokeballs.
Yep,
Yeah,
and Rog finally bought some balls, so he's good for
I
a
got
little
2
bit.
balls.
Yeah,
That's
Overwatch
more
is just
than some
the
men I know.
fucking fan base of Overwatch just proves my point where they all complain about the game, but none of them have the fucking balls to do anything about it.
What are you talking about, Spanx? Thanks for the great, awesome shout out for my. Oh, he wasn't talking about like well, stop playing Overwatch. That's your own fault. You just shouted yourself
Wait,
out
what?
for that.
Oh,
Spanx is in there saying thanks for the great, awesome shout out for my stream, man. He didn't call you out by name. Well, maybe I did. I can't
no,
remember.
I didn't. Nope. He called himself out. He literally just, nope.
Mm. Here. I'll give you a shout out, man.
Play better games. You get more viewers. Don't play Overwatch. You'll get more viewers.
See, in the last game you were seen playing was Phasmophobia. There we go. We're
Yeah, you'll
getting
definitely get
there.
more people playing Phasmophobia. Bad. No, don't try to
Guys,
call me out like that. You just did that to yourself.
Spanx is a great streamer, guys. Go and check him out. We give him shit about his. He's actually really good at Overwatch. I hate that game. I hate that game so much.
I'm really good at shoveling horse shit out of a barn too, but I don't have it people watching me do it. Like it's just, I mean, shoveling horse shit and playing Overwatch
Hey,
is
if people are gonna
about the
watch him
same thing.
play Overwatch,
No,
then
because at least shoveling horse shit has a use.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, it actually you make progress, I guess. But
oh my god. And now we're picking on the over. Now we're picking on the whole Overwatch community. Not
oh,
saying it's
go
They
look at
much.
bring it on
Steve.
themselves.
Go look at Steve. Everybody shits on those people.
They brought it on themselves. They're fucking supporting a backstabbing company, being too much of a coward to back away from it and pick another game. Paladins, they're bringing it on themselves.
We still have to try. We have still have to try Paladins. I need to get that actually. Um. Hey, and actually now since my whole daycare situation is figured out, I might actually be able to
You
purchase
know
some of the
what? You're
games that
right,
are on my
Spanx.
wish
I'm gonna
list.
start streaming myself shoveling horse shit out of barns. You're right. Maybe people will watch it. I don't
You
know. You might
never
be
know.
right.
There are some weird people out there.
They might just be like, yeah, clean that barn, clean that barn. Oh yeah, clean that barn.
Do
And
become a
you know,
Twitch thought doing a bikini rog. Isn't that what you tell me to do? Doing a
yeah, but
bikini.
I can't really wear a
Get your
bikini.
disco tits out.
I don't have pierced nipples. I don't want my nipples pierced.
Just put mirrors on your boobs. You're good.
Uh,
Isn't that what someone said that the other time when we brought up
yeah, I think I
disco
was
tits?
Aries.
Yeah, raise your property value with disco tits.
I Oh, I love Power Wash Simulator. I still have to fucking. They came out with a new update, and I really need to fucking play it. Flynn's been playing the shit out of it, and it's making me jealous. And I actually watch people power wash shit. So yes, Spanx is totally right. Spanx said, "How do you think Power Wash Simulator came to be?" But I don't think shoveling shit is like the same thing. Another thing I like to see is like
Oh
when
no, there's probably a shoveling shit simulator.
shovel shit sim.
Yeah, it's called
Really need
Overwatch.
to get the Bikini Bottom Simulator. I hate SpongeBob though. I really do. I don't.
She doesn't like crusty crabs.
Okay, so let's go. Let me go to YouTube and let's see if we got anybody shoveling shit. Shoveling
And
shit.
the art of shoveling horse shit out of a barn.
Shoveling shit point of view.
You know you're
Dr.
just gonna get
Am's
Farming
gold shit
Simulator.
digging shovel.
Yeah, but they let you use like fucking front loaders and like
Not
skid steers and shit for that.
And the game files are completely open so you can edit it however you want.
I don't think
in,
you can get.
I'm
I
seeing
don't think you have
game
a
link stuff.
shovel.
No, no, it's not even on YouTube. Shoveling shit is not even on YouTube. You know
Go
another
try
thing?
Pornhub.
No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Add equestrian to that. Equestrian? No, clean barns. Ooh, that's a good point. That is a very good point. Clean
What the
barns.
hell's equestrian?
Oh, horses. Clean barn.
Oh, I just thought those were
Equestrian.
called equines.
I have no idea.
Equine is the name for the horse. Equestrians are the people who look after them.
Oh,
Actually, deep cleaning my dream horse barn. Let's see, that has
Deep cleaning
146,000.
my dream horse barn.
Massive equestrian cleanup routine for the stables barn. And that has 700,000 views, but that was posted 4 years ago. So there is some, but these are
700,000 people watch somebody shovel
clean.
shit out of a barn.
Yeah, they're clean.
Ah, so that's what the issue is. Okay.
Cute redhead, or not redhead, blonde. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, that's
cute, but you
why. I
can't
was
tell
going
the
to say
fucking hair
there's a
color apart.
problem.
It's
There's
fine.
a problem if people are just watching
But
some
they,
old fat
fully
farmer shovel
covered.
shit out of a barn.
Clothes are kind of snug, but not.
Doesn't matter. People like to watch cute girls do stuff.
Especially gross things. Men, I swear, they like when a girl gets like gross, kind of dirty.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Like, okay, so I
I
don't
don't
know.
mind a girl that gets muddy. I mean, it is, I guess, kind of attractive in a way, but not covered in shit.
Well, so here's I can't believe I'm already going to this kind of topic. So you know how like men like it sloppy or whatever when it comes to like, is this another kind of farming simulator? I don't know. It hasn't been made into a game yet, but there's men like you
That
see
was
all the
breeding simulator.
so so there's all these like porn videos where the guy's like telling the girl make it sloppy or whatever, and like when they're giving head and stuff, and it's just gross. I find that so gross. I just, how is that
Yeah,
attractive?
some guys just want like a very degenerative whore
Okay, so it's more like a lording
because
over.
It's a
like
degrading thing.
dirty whores are like sexier because they'll do whatever you want, whereas like the more prissy girls won't, I guess.
Oh, the prissy girls are the ones who I see actually do it. Never mind, I didn't say that.
Well, there you go. It's the guy commanding the prissy girl to do something she normally wouldn't do. They get off on it. It's like a power thing.
Okay, I can understand that, I guess.
It's kind of like rape without the rape.
Oh, Spanx had a used motor oil shower yesterday. See, you should have been streaming it, bud. Get all of that motor oil just dripping on you. It's like a,
Yeah, start working out, lifting weights with the motor oil all over you.
oh no, just keep working on the car. I bet someone,
Take your shirt off.
I honestly bet you would probably get some people watching that. Cuz either they'd be like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" or they'd be like, "That's hot." No, he's being quiet on that. See? Making a lot of money, Spanx. Come on. Think about your
Who's
streaming.
being quiet on that?
Spanx. He was the one
Oh,
who said he had all used duly noted. That's not how you spell duly, just so you know. And I'm sorry I called you out on that, but yeah. I'm not
Well, I
actually.
mean, he does play Overwatch, so.
that's true. He has no shame.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry because he doesn't have any shame.
I'm sorry that I called it out on fucking stream, okay? That's why.
Whatever goes into the stream chat gets called out on stream most of the time.
See, Wolf, all you have to do is add a little motor oil shower to that lifting weights and you're good to go.
Yeah.
I bet Potato Frog would help you with she would dump
She would
it. She would so help you with that
yeah.
too. Just dump that on you. That'll get your stream going, bud.
And she wouldn't be able to keep her hands off of you.
I might get some weird looks at the gym. Ah.
So, anyways,
Mhm.
what do you guys think of the aliens that Mexico has?
Uh,
I
the
forgot about that.
the Mexican aliens.
Have you not heard about the
Do
aliens
do
that
they
the
have
Mexicans have?
do they have mustaches?
I've only heard about it from you.
Okay,
From me?
Google. I heard it from Dragon and him. Okay, Mexican aliens.
Well, I don't know if that's the way to go with typing that in on Google, but
Well, yeah, because everyone knows the Mexicans are aliens.
yeah, exactly. You're just gonna
Mexican
get some.
Congress holds hearing on UFOs featuring purported alien bodies. Ooh, this is 21 hours ago from Reuters, so that's actually a decent like source.
That sounds like a knockoff Hooters.
No, it's actually a business.
Yeah, it's a business where they got like a bunch of girls with really big tits wearing like revealing outfits and stuff, and they
Yep,
just walk around all day writing newspapers and shit.
yeah, totally. Okay, Mexican lawmakers heard testimony that we are not alone in the universe and saw the alleged remains of non-human beings in, oh my god, can't say aliens anymore, guys, non-human beings in an
If
extraordinary.
anybody tries to get me to say non-humans instead of aliens, I am going to put a fucking bullet in their face. I don't care I don't have a gun. I will go out and find one just to put one in them.
No,
What?
you'll find a bullet and just throw it at them.
But what if they were here before us? They're not aliens then.
Were they
They
aliens?
also belong here.
Marking the Latin American country's first congressional event on UFOs. In their hearing on Tuesday on Fanny, the Spanish acronym for what
On
are
the
usually
fanny.
new termed unidentified anomalous phenomena, but politicians were shown two artifacts that Mexican journalist and longtime UFO enthusiast Jamie Mossa, I fucked that up, claimed were the corpses of extraterrestrials. The specimens were not related to any life on Earth. The two tiny bodies, that's in quotes, displayed in cases, have 3 fingers on each hand and elongated heads. What was his name again? His first name. Jamie said they were recovered in Peru near the ancient Nazca lines in 2017. He said that they were about 1,000 years old and analyzed through a carbon dating process by Mexico's National Autonomous University. Similar such finds in the past have turned out to be the remains of mummified children. Jamie said it was the first time such evidence had been presented. I think there is a clear demonstration that we are dealing with a non-human specimens that are not related to any other species in our world, and that all possibilities are open for any scientific institution to investigate it. We are not alone. Have been carried out. Okay, Jose de Jesus Zolce Benitez, director of
Jesus was there?
the no Jesus is his middle name. Director of the
Oh.
Scientific Institute for Health of the Mexican Navy said X-rays, 3D reconstruction, and DNA analysis had been carried out on the remains. Okay, so they did DNA and everything on these, and still no relation to human beings. Okay, I'm just trying to skim through the rest because there's still a bit more to read. Let's see when reporting such sightings. Do do do. This, you know what this reminds me of? That date that I had a few months ago with that one guy
Dated
who.
an alien?
No!
Oh, wait, you dated a Mexican?
No! God damn it.
I had a chance one time to date a chick that looked a lot like an alien. I didn't take it. Like, she wasn't ugly, she just looked weird. She looked like, imagine like a gray alien crossbred with a human. That's kind of what she looked like. I didn't date her.
Okay, hold on. I might
She
get
also worked at Petco.
arts and crafts hoax. You did look at the x-rays of them. They are clearly faked. Yes, yes, you are dating a Latina.
Aliens are real?
No, Dragon is saying look at the x-rays of them. They are clearly faked.
Yeah,
Okay.
one of them had some kind of surgery,
Okay.
and he has like a bunch of screws and plates and shit in his body. In the other one, they found eggs inside of it, so
Oh,
they
these
think
are
that one was like
itty
a
bitty
female.
little things.
Oh, is that where the hard-boiled eggs out of somebody's asshole came from?
This is like a
Maybe.
this is like a baby like looking thing.
Maybe her partner didn't like eat the eggs out of her asshole fast enough, so she like died because of blockage.
I guess I'm looking at the pictures that are in this article. I can't watch that video right now because I don't want it to get mess with the stream. But I can't look at that your messages right now, woman.
Mm,
Dragon, she's messaging me.
mm.
Do 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 do. Now I gotta pull it up on my phone.
Should have eaten
Oh,
those
okay,
eggs
okay.
faster.
I
Oh.
sent you the image. Okay, so she sent me the image. Maybe I can pull it up on my stream.
Oh, wait a minute.
Let's
Oh,
see
there
how
we
this
go.
looks. So those are, and what are those? What are those like things in its stomach? Like, what's that supposed to be?
Probably the eggs.
The eggs,
Probably.
and then up in its chest. That's what is that supposed to be?
Oh, xenomorph eggs.
Well, no, that
Probably the tits. I
hijack.
don't know. The mammary
Well, no,
glands. I don't
I
know.
don't know. That's yeah.
That
This is
that's where
very
its
very
milk
suspect.
comes from.
See, if they want this to be
They're
for us
they're
to believe this,
mammalian
they're
like
gonna have
us.
to have other people around them as they do the testing. Cause yeah, no, they look like little paper mache dolls, alien dolls. That's what they look like. But yeah, so this reminds me of, like I said, it's badly made pup. Yeah. Um, this reminds me of that date that I went on here a couple, maybe not a couple months
Did he
ago.
try to lay his eggs
No,
inside you?
no. Remember when I went for like it wasn't even supposed to be a it wasn't even a date actually. I went to meet up with him to see if we had a connection to date because he would live 2 hours away, so I didn't want to make a promise of us actually dating if we didn't have like any sort of connection in person. And this is the guy who like because I believe in the paranormal, like ghosts and demons and
Oh,
stuff like
that
that.
guy. The guy
Yeah,
that thinks aliens aren't real and
yeah.
like.
Well, and so and when I asked him, just like, so what? You don't believe out of all how big our universe is, you believe that we are the this is the only planet with life on it. And he's just like, well, I just don't see why they would come here. They're just like
Yeah, that's what
to
they always say in the movies too. That,
explore.
that that's what I was talking about that night whenever I said these people are brainwashed by the movies. Like that's always like the dumb side of like the movies. Like whenever there's like two people trying to be like, oh, there's aliens, the other person's like, no, there's not. There's no such thing. And if there was, why would they come here? And it's just like, well,
Sorry, keep throwing
because
things.
they're explorers.
But
Yes.
then
Fucking
counter argument is if they have the technology to travel light years like that, they also have the technology to basically scout out a planet before landing. And when they do that, they're going to be introduced to shit like TikTok and Overwatch, realize they fucked up, turn around and go back.
You know, I've had that conversation with somebody. Would aliens be able to tap into our internet, or would their technology be too far advanced? They wouldn't be able to like retro link to our uh internet. I had a
See, I
conversation
don't
about
see they
that.
would nuke the world, Dragon. I think they would.
If theirs is based on the same technology, yes, assuming they kept backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
No, it would be stupid for any species to nuke a potential planet of their, like they would release some kind of a virus or something. They wouldn't nuke it
Yeah,
because the radiation would hurt them too if they're a living organism.
they would
Plus,
just
they wouldn't
put
be
some
nuking it, they'd be using antimatter bombs.
they would just put some antimatter. Now
Well, no,
all
they
I can
wouldn't want to like
Rick and Morty.
destroy the biosphere.
Fuck aliens. Riff raff. Why are you fucking aliens now? I guess if you want to probe them, go right ahead.
I mean, hey, if
No
they're
no
like hot
judgments.
alien chicks with big green tits, I'm down.
You and green
Like,
chicks.
yeah, fuck yeah, dude, green chicks are hot. I don't know why we got stuck with like all these boring
Riff raff.
colors like black, white, yellow, and brown, and what the hell ever Canadians are. I guess ultra white.
Oh
I
my
don't
god.
know.
Aries, are you not streaming?
Uh, I tried, but because I didn't do a fucking update, the audio isn't coming through.
Oh, that's annoying.
You'll have to
Yeah.
post to the thing then.
Yeah, I will.
Hopefully you don't got like a bunch of noises and stuff coming through that people are doing.
That's
Eh. I mean, the suspects YouTube is basically the dumping ground for the community. It's just nobody fucking uses it.
yeah. I use my own, I guess. I need to post them. I always feel weird posting on like the suspects YouTube when I have my own, you know?
Well, you can upload to both.
Yeah. I feel bad. Well, if you need to start updating or putting stuff on YouTube, do it.
I don't know how. And besides, nobody would want to watch anything I upload anyway.
That's bullshit. You play Okay, so you play some interesting games, and I know that, and I will admit it, you do. You
Mm,
play a lot of interesting games. I'm not saying that I play stupid games. I like my games,
like
but
what? What do I play that would fascinate people and be like, oh man, I gotta see what Rog uploaded this week?
RTS games.
yes, why
Mm,
haven't you uploaded Pico Park yet? That was fucking funny.
I don't play Pico
No, I'm
Park.
talking to Wolf.
Oh,
Wolf
okay.
was
I was
supposed
gonna say I have no idea what the fuck you're
we
talking
we
about.
played
I've never
and
played
beat
that.
Pico Park a while ago. Or send me the video and I'll fucking post it. I don't care. But we spent what? How many hours beating that? Like 4 or 5 hours, and that was fun. But yeah, you play all sorts of games, especially the space games. You should
Mm.
really be like
I do play a lot of space games.
record some of your space games and upload them because you'd probably get so many hits on that shit. Or it got messed up,
Uh,
and now I don't have. Oh my
The
goodness!
downside for Rogue would be because he's still on a basic hard drive, it would take fucking forever to upload and download anything.
True.
yeah, probably.
Well,
I do need to get a SSD at some point.
Wolf, Aries. Apparently, we need to play Pico Park and beat it again. Cause
You mean the game I uninstalled as soon as we beat it? Fuck that.
we
He's done. He doesn't want anything to do with it.
I uninstalled it right after we beat it too. I think Valiant did too.
I installed that shit like Overwatch.
Oh my god. Like it, it's really funny, but oh my god, so aggravating if you aren't playing with the people that like you work well with and you're still learning how to play games with. It's just like, oh my god. And then all the fucking buttons where we just accidentally fucking pushed a button. Like, obviously, the first one or two, you do it on purpose just for a laugh, and then you're like, fuck, now I can't not push the fucking button.
Don't push the fucking button.
Yeah, we weren't supposed to. I gotta go check on my kid and make sure she's out of the bathroom. Otherwise, she's gonna be a big ass raisin.
Oh, they're ever fun.
Yes, let her be a raisin.
Hmm. I don't even know how to fucking stream on Twitch,
You need to have
OBS or Streamlabs.
OBS, Streamlabs, or what I use, Twitch Studio.
Oh, Twitch has its own thing now.
It's what I've been using from the start. It doesn't have all the features that's because it's still new. It doesn't have everything that Streamlabs or OBS has, so you can learn what they have before they start overriding more and more shit. Like with OBS, you look at it and it is just visual vomit.
Yeah, they've added too much. Or, well, people coming in now look at it and they're probably like, what the fuck is all this shit?
But the issue isn't that they've added too much; it's just that they haven't fucking streamlined it at all.
Hmm. I don't exactly have a streaming setup either with my computer. I don't think any of my hardware is really geared toward streaming.
You you could use it; it just be a pain in the ass to set up and boot up everything, and just the games themselves would take longer to load.
Mm. Well, like I said, I need to I don't know. I might get me a new SSD at some point. I need to price them, see how much they are for, I don't know, a decently sized one. When I can install my like uh operating system on, and then whatever game I'm playing that week or month or whatever. Uh, I've been playing, or I've been wanting to get back into Sins of the Solar Empire. I was on that the other day, messing around with the map designer, and I've been wanting to get back into Bannerlord.
Yeah, I don't want to do a campaign on Total War 3, the fucking Warhammer 3, because they finally actually added a decent sizable amount of shit to it now. So there's a ridiculous amount of factions in the bloody game, and the
they're
map is
still
fucking massive.
they're still updating Three Kingdoms.
Not Three Kingdoms, Warhammer 3.
Oh, I thought you were.
Yeah, no, because whenever I play Total War game, it's usually Three Kingdoms, so I just defaulted over to that because it is the best one they made.
Uh, is that an RTS or like a turn-based or?
The overworld map is turn-based when you're looking at territories, the regions, and building houses and all that shit. It's like Civ 6, not Civ,
Mm,
where it's just, but it's you take your turn, next person takes their turn, next person takes their
right.
turn. But then when you get into the actual combat of it, that's real time.
Is the combat like Bannerlord? I think you played that enough to know how that goes.
No, this one it's you're just straight up controlling the army with whatever units you've deployed together. You can
Oh, okay.
you can control each individual squad and direct them around the place, but you can't take control of a unit.
Right. Well, you can direct, like you can, I think in Bannerlord you can have up to 6, like, I guess, quote, units or formations or whatever. And you can like give commands to each individual like formation and tell them where to go. Like you could set up your archers kind of far back, send your infantry in forward to sort of help protect against or protect the archers against any melee that might be coming through. And you can hold your cavalry and send them through whenever, I guess, whenever you feel like you need to, if you have any cavalry. And you can even set up like reserve units and shit and have them kind of stay back until you need to send them in.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
still at the point where I only have basic units with maybe one promotion between the ones that I have before they get. Well, I haven't said so they can't die, but before I get captured or whatever. But because I've just been mostly using crossbows and just popping everyone's heads off.
I think depending on what faction
Hyperplex.
you're going with, the uh, crossbow units. I don't know which faction, or I think you said you joined with the Nords or the fucking northern people. I think their crossbow units are promotions. Like the most basic unit is just like infantry, just melee infantry. I think.
Yeah,
No,
no.
unless you
My
went
favorite
around it.
part of that game is after taking down a bandit camp, you get confronted by the leader. He's like, "Show some honor and duel me." Ah, fuck you. I just back up, send my troops against him, and I just pop off a shot to his head and let my troops fight for the rest of them.
Oh my god, that one day I was streaming, me and Pirate, or I was playing, but Pirate was watching. And I went into a bandit camp. You know, like how you have to go in there at dark. Well, I can't see shit in the bandit camps. That's like I really hate the way that you attack bandit camps has to be at night because I just can't see anything. But
Yeah,
I'd
but
blundered
I'd
around the
rather have
whole
the
time.
choice.
I had blundered around the whole time. Like I eventually got all of them killed, but or I killed like all the bandits. But I I thought I had like the invincibility cheat on or whatever, and so I'm feeling pretty confident, you know, and I go in there and I just blunder around in the dark and end up killing everybody. And it turns out I did not have the invincibility cheat on at all. I'm like, wow, I'm way better at this than I thought I was. I don't need the invincibility cheat. I'm just that fucking good. Because I use the invincibility cheat for the nighttime raid things because I can't see, like, if it's a battle after dark or whatever, because I know I'll never be able to win. Like, I have an extremely
Low chance of.
bad disadvantage
Mhm.
in nighttime battles and shit. And with the bandit camps, they have to be done at night. I think there's a mod that like lets you like use them or do them in the daytime or whatever, but I can never get that mod to work right. But yeah, no, I blundered through that whole fucking thing. I haven't beat the leader uh by myself, and whenever it was all said and done, like my health was at 50%, and I'm like, wait, that cheat's supposed to stop your health from dropping at all. The whole fucking time I was just blundering around in the dark and survived. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, God damn, I'm better than I thought I was. And then Pirates is sitting over there and he's like, wow, man, look at that. You don't need no fucking cheats. You're the best. I was like, well, I don't know. I'm playing the game on easy, I think. I think I'm playing that. I think I
Watch, you
played
aren't.
this
You're
on
playing
easy.
on like the hardest difficulty and you just
Oh
didn't
God, no,
realize.
no. The hardest difficulty, I think it's like realistic. Like if somebody shoots you like in the upper body or the head with like a crossbow or a bow or something, it just kills you the way it would in real life, I think. No, I don't think I play with that difficulty. Otherwise, I would have got. I mean, I got hit a
Thank you,
bunch.
Perplexed.
My health was at 50%, so obviously I got hit a bunch, but not enough to kill me. Thank God. No, I think I'm playing on. It's either easy or it might be on normal. I don't know. Either way, I surprised the hell out of myself.
Hey, Perplexed.
Hmm.
Why do you have a green dick on your wall?
That's the feeling
Oh,
that
he's embracing my cock too.
dude, I have no idea what that is, but I love it. That's a permanent stay. I mean, whatever it is, that's
What?
what it is.
What's going on with your mic, mister?
Is that better?
Yes, thank you.
He wasn't close enough.
Uh,
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Him choking on
Is-
his cock that's on his wall.
yep.
Don't put my cock in your mouth, please.
Is that better?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Aries, it's so weird that you're not streaming. Okay, so
Yeah.
Next topic. Who's talking what?
okay, so
Unity Engine just committed financial suicide.
who?
I heard about that.
The
Who
Unity
did?
Engine, the people who made the Unity Engine, the company's got a new CEO, and they've made a new policy now that has basically just killed them.
Yep.
What engine? What engine were we talking about again?
Unity.
Unity?
Unity engine. Okay, I'm looking
Oh,
at
that
my
that
phone.
that is
Anytime you install a game that was made on the Unity Engine, the person who made that game has to pay a 20p fine every time. It
oh
doesn't
my
matter if you
god.
reinstall, if it's the first time installed, if you've uninstalled it and reinstalled it later,
No
which
one's
opens up
gonna
the
use
exploits of
Unity
people
engine
making,
anymore.
yeah, like an example, Cult of the Lamb, they're deleting their game.
Oh my god.
The Cult of the
So
Lambs being
okay, so
deleted?
that's even on
Yeah,
games that have already been released under
yeah,
Unity engine.
Wow. Okay.
it's on
I'm seeing.
anything on
I'm seeing
Unity
the
Engine.
story now. Holy shit.
Oh my god, that's big news.
Uh, so the fallout's gonna be anybody that spent money too. They're gonna want their shit back. In-game purchases.
It's
Am
just
I
like
not wrong?
if you've made a game on Unity Engine that's an extremely popular game, and say it gets like 50,000 fucking, let's exaggerate, it's like 5,000 installs a month.
Mm-hmm.
Each one of those installs are even if it's an extremely old game, you have to pay for that person installing the game each and every time. And they're saying that it's because they can't keep track of whether or not it's been installed on a new software or a new account. And that they're also saying that if the game gets updated, that won't count as a new install, even though you have to reinstall the game to do the fucking update. So they're contradicting themselves because they're saying they're not going to keep track of it, but
Well,
with illegal software, But the only way that they can keep track of it, whether or not it's an update, is by having illegal software in games.
Well, and how many times do we have glitches where we have to uninstall and reinstall the game?
Wait, can I raise my hand for the one game we try to play all the time?
Like Phasmophobia, dude.
Yeah!
What just went through all those updates.
Yeah, it took me like 7 tries to even play the fucking game.
I
And
still
All
can't
those
get the
updates and they've
fucking
gone.
game to
and
launch.
All
and
those
I
updates and they've gone backwards.
and death, like, I paid for it. Like, I paid for a game and it didn't work for
A little,
6 weeks.
yeah, it took a bit, but it's working now on that.
Yes, it is. But I'm saying that's the point they were
Once
making.
it
Yeah,
installs
it
the video
sucks.
game,
It's like you
developer
launch something, you
community
pay money, and
strongly
like,
to the news, citing Unity's
what?
poor communication, lack of clarity, loss of trust, and what they saw as a naked attempt to squeeze money out of small developer teams. Many developers and even publishers took to social media to register their anger and to call on Unity to reverse its decision.
And like, that's not even the most damaging part. Like, people are going to figure out how to make it so that the Unity engine can repeatedly send a flag that the game's being reinstalled over and over again, multiple times a second,
Oh, now I need to see if I
to
need.
get the developers to have to be charged every time. Like, this is going to cause developers to go bankrupt.
I have
Yeah,
cause
anything
a
to
lot of times they just put on games out there for like demo to see if they even want to fully commit to developing the whole game, or even early access to try and earn a little money to further develop it.
Right.
Like that will cut all of
it's
that out. They wouldn't be able to do any of that anymore.
it's literally anything to stop the small indie dev teams from making good games to help out to make it to where the AAA titles are the only ones that are really getting sold.
Oh, sorry. Sorry guys, I'm opening up my Steam right now because
Whoops.
I think I have Cult of the Lamb on my wish list. And
Because
they're
like
saying
the
as
So yeah,
the
if
AAA
there's
companies
any game
are
that's being made on the Unity engine, make sure it's not being pulled down anytime soon. If it is, now's the time to get it.
yeah, because Cult of the Lamb posted on X or Twitter, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Buy Cult of the Lamb now because we're deleting it on January 1st.
Oh.
Like, fuck.
somebody said
More than
Valhalla
90% of our
is-
customers will not be affected by this change. Bullshit.
Oh, Valiant with the post. All right.
Bullshit.
that.
Oh,
Somebody
that
said Valhalla's a fucking
Unity
Unity
deal
game.
Looking now.
is on Unity as well. I don't care about Valhalla, but okay.
That's
What?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, right? That
Yes.
we're talking about. Okay.
Okay.
Did you get hacked,
Clicky
Val?
clicky.
Sign off Grammarly Premium. And then it is incredibly
Gotta pause that.
Yeah, the big game or the big AAA companies are getting kind of nervous that nobody wants their shit and everybody's going with indie games, so they got to find a way to stop the little guys from filling the hole that they just refuse to fill.
Somebody needs to make another ET game, just cause the entire gaming industry to crash.
If it
Honestly, like EA and Activision and all those big companies, like they're killing the industry now anyway.
yeah,
It needs another fucking crash.
let's see, the developers of Face Punch Studios, founder of Rust, they're like, honestly, it's not that big of a deal. Like it costs what it costs, whatever, but it's not what they signed up for. We use the engine because you pay up front and then ship your product. We weren't told that this was going to happen. We weren't warned. We weren't consulted. We have spent 10 years making Rust on Unity's engine. We paid them every year, and now they changed the rules.
Yeah, they say what it is until people figure out how to start causing the developers have to spend fucking thousands upon thousands every month because of an exploit. They'll change their fucking tune then.
Well, that's gonna bury a lot of the indie companies for sure.
Mr. Hidden.
Yep. And they can't just port it over to the Unreal Engine because, while it is a decent engine, it's restrictive on the types of coding languages it can use.
So we're probably gonna see a pretty big influx in people using the Unreal Engine
Yeah.
to
Or people trying to
develop
make their
games
own
and
ones.
shit. Yeah, a few companies did that. The guys that made the X series, like X 1, 2, 3, and 4, they have their own engine. I think you said Aries, like they designed their own to use.
Yeah, there's a few indie devs that have made their own as well.
Let's see.
Yeah, but that's got to be a lot of extra work, though. I mean, I don't know what
Val
goes
says
into
the
It is.
producing it.
developer has to hit a certain threshold in order to have to pay. Also, there are supposed fail-safes put in place to safeguard devs from download bombing.
When have
Yeah,
those failsafes ever fucking worked?
exactly. He's like, I'll believe
It's
it when I see
true.
it. Agreed. Totally agreed. Like,
Ouch.
they're not going to be looking out for the developers or the people who use their program. They're going to look out for themselves. Wow.
Aries is right. Ultimately, that the Unity engine is just not going to be used anymore. People are going to start either making their own, using different
Oh
ones,
no,
and
Unreal Engine's going to be up there more. Aries. Aries loves Unreal
Yeah.
Engine, by the way, guys. Just so you know.
I
Excuse me.
I actually like it. It's just the fact that it crashes so fucking much. If the developers using it make the games properly, it's fine. It's the people who are using the engine and haven't got a fucking clue what they're doing is the issue.
I was gonna say, but are these people like properly educated on how to use the engine? Is like that's kind of an important thing.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know like
Because
the
I've
most
had more crashes
popular.
from AAA games than I have from the indie companies making games on the Unreal Engine.
I always chalk that up to the indie games being more simplistic in their coding compared to what AAA companies
Yeah.
try to do.
Because they've got less convoluted bullshit and there's less chance of memory leaks and all that shit.
Yeah, it's just because I mean the indie guys, they got to keep it kind of small or whatever game they're working on. I think, and at least that's my opinion. They just got to keep it small and simple. Maybe because they haven't had the same kind of education or whatever that the guys that work for the big AAA companies, they didn't go to fancy schools or whatever. So, they don't know all those extra tricks, but
Gosh,
it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's like a gaming or like a game engine developer or a car or a gun or literally anything. The more shit you start adding into it,
have
that's
fun,
more that
Val.
can go wrong with it.
Well, and
Yeah, I don't care
Bye, Val.
what you're talking about.
just seeing all of these like developers posting, like there's some that are still using Unity right now, and they're just like, well, it's gonna take a little longer for our game to come, our new title to come out. We will be migrating to a new game engine unless the changes are completely
We're going
reverted.
to be,
Like they're
they're
saying
abandoning it.
they've already put so much time and effort into this one game, and they're pulling it completely and moving it to a completely different engine because they're just like, no.
Which is probably the only benefit to them
So,
doing this is people are actually going to have to not fuck about and release a proper game
all right.
before
Can I ask
releasing it.
a Can I ask a noob question?
Hmm.
So, when you guys say engine, I get it. I remember like the Doom, the Quake, all those days from all that, like Unreal Engine or ID software. So when you guys say engine, that component of that game is what you guys are referencing now, correct?
That's
Yeah,
what the
it's the
game's
thing that the
built
game is
on.
built on.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to
Yeah, like
clarify.
when you
Thank you.
open up a game, it says
Yep.
Unity.
I don't remember
So
what
what is
like
so
Bethesda
Unity
games
has
were
like a
built on.
back door and it's like it's starting to fuck people? Is that like the basic of this shit? Or what did
No,
I miss?
No,
they came up with a new pricing scale for developers on their games. So
Okay.
they are going to have to pay per install after meeting a
every time
threshold.
like every time somebody buys the game and then downloads it, like installs it,
Okay.
the company has to pay, like I think Ari said, like $20
Or
to the Unity uh company.
Okay, I got okay. Thank you for the clarification. Continue.
okay, I need to see.
I'm just wondering how long it's going to take for all these self-proclaimed genius peoples who are also self-proclaimed influencers to realize that there is a bit of a pattern going on.
Yeah, it's all about
Twitter gets a new
collab.
CEO, it turns into a laughing stock.
Yeah.
Twitch gets a new CEO, it turns into a shit show. Unity
Yeah,
gets a
but
new
wasn't
CEO.
Twitch
That's
always a
turning into a
shit
shit
show?
show.
Wasn't Twitch always a shit show though?
Yeah, it
Since they
always
got a new
was.
CEO, is when they
Campus
started
is on
adding all this shit.
sale.
What?
And
Yeah,
GTFO is on sale. Oh my god, there's so many games on sale, guys.
maybe. I don't
Tomb
know.
Raider's on sale.
Nope. I see camera. Dragon.
GTFO was
Fresh.
made by the same people who
Dragon.
made
I see
Payday,
your
and the
camera just fine.
entirety of the
Refresh.
people who play their games will tell you to go with Payday.
Thanks for the lurk, Fire. Till next time.
Hi, Firehugger. Bye, Firehugger, or whatever. He's probably working.
Mhm.
Okay, so Cult of the Lamb
So
is on sale for, or not on sale, it's 25 bucks. I will be purchasing that soon. Because I'm assuming it won't have anything to do with old purchases.
I think it's retroactive, like any like like you said, Phasmo. Isn't that built on the Unity engine?
No, they're
Oh,
Unreal,
okay.
I
Okay.
believe. No, I don't
I
remember.
don't know. I don't remember. But no,
I
like
think
any
Paz is on
game
Unity
that's
because they even used the house for one of it.
Oh,
They
actually,
used the fucking
I
stock
think you're
house.
right. I think you're right. Oh my god, I think you're right. What are they going to do?
where?
uh probably remove their game.
Oh my god, they're probably gonna stop with all the major upgrades
Yeah,
and
it's
Which
on
is
updates and
Unity
stuff.
because they're using the fucking stock
Yeah,
Unity
Rust is
house
on
for one of their
Unity, yep.
maps.
I can understand if it was everything a game using that engine was bought, but not every down. Yes, every purchase I can understand, but
Well,
not
yeah,
every
that makes sense
download.
because, like the Unity guys got to get their money too. Like, that's normal. Like I would understand that. But this is for every download. I mean, come on. The CEO knows what he's doing. He knows
House
that
Flipper
or she,
2. Oh
whatever
my
they are,
goodness.
they know that people uninstall games and then, re-download them later. They know exactly what they're doing. I mean, like our one friend Pirate, he downloads games. He owns a few games, but like his hard drive isn't that big. So, if he needs or if he wants to
Wait.
download one game, he's got to uninstall another one and just kind of flip-flop back and forth like that. Whenever he wants to play another game for a little while, he uninstalls one and then
Well,
installs that
yeah,
one.
I uninstall and install
A
games all
lot
the
of people do
time.
that.
And so, wow, holy shit.
Yeah, I
Wild.
mean, it's literally every time. So it can be pretty rough. Think about like everybody's situation, somebody buys a new PC, which doesn't happen too often, at least I don't think it does. But they get a new PC, guess what? They're going to re-download all the games that they had on their old one onto their new one. Luckily, that doesn't happen too often, but yeah, they're going to feel every bit of it. I'm so stupid.
Oh, it sucks, like, 'cause like with Phasmophobia, they have, if I remember right, they have a very small development team. Like,
Yeah, we can tell by like. Okay,
and
continue.
so the fact that now, and they're becoming very popular because of certain streamers who play their game literally all the time.
Yep.
And so it's just all these big upgrades and stuff that they're doing and stuff and trying to, because they're also trying to make Phasmophobia so it's crossplay so you can have it on console too. And are they even going to be able to do that now?
Nope.
Or seriously, I just reset my computer
Uh,
a few days ago and have to download all the games that. Oh my god, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Every time you like get a new computer and have to reinstall all your games.
yep.
Holy shit, that would suck.
Or like in that person's case, they, like gotta reinstall Windows or something.
So that reminds me of like this totally random. Fucking forgive me for just this random thought. Like you could go. Like I remember you bought a console, right? Sega Genesis. You finally got it. You were a little kid. You were so excited. Someone gifted you it from Christmas. It's like, okay, here's your base play. Here's the Sega Genesis. Boom. Okay, I got the system. Well, every time you wanted to play a game, either A, you went and bought it at Toys R Us for $50 when your allowance was maybe $3 to $5 a week because you were a little kid trying to like get that game, right? Follow me, follow me.
Mhm.
So you would earn to go buy the game you really loved. My first game I ever bought for my Sega Genesis that I spent $50 on was uh, Jungle Strike, that helicopter game from Sega Genesis. And I was like, dude, I played that game every day for the rest of my life until like I got the next console. But so it was $50 on top of the console. So now you get this free platform and you get this free shit. You come on here, you play these games, you're like, oh, it's free, it's free, it's free. And now everyone's like going to like these subscription fees. Rope me back in, Death. Rope me back in. I think I was on a
I don't know where you were going.
Yeah, I'm not sure where you were going with that.
like it took you forever to buy one game, but you owned that game forever once you got it. It took me $50 to own that game. I could plug it in today with a system reboot and
I
play
think
that
he's trying to
game.
say that with the subscription-based services, you get the games for cheaper, but you lose the subscription, you also lose the games.
Thank you. Thank you. And then they redo it. You buy a new computer. Sorry about your luck. Subscription, subscription, subscription. Yes, thank you. He's a genius. Thank you. That's exactly what was my thought process.
But I think that's also circumstantial. If you're the type of person that is like an achievement hunter and like you just want to,
I
platinum a
am
game or
no,
whatever,
I'm definitely not an
and
achievement hunter. Death knows
well,
that. I've
no,
played
I'm
Yeah,
that
not
game
but
for
saying
like,
you
30
yeah,
are.
he he just means generally.
I'm saying
Oh,
for
okay.
people that like, they buy a game or they get a game, however, and then like they play through it, they platinum it, and then they're done with it. They're the type of person that will never touch it again, and then they move on to the next one. Like I think for the subscription services, those are more for people like that either have really short attention spans or like to, like platinum a game just to say like, yeah, I got that, and then move on to something else and never touch. I know a few people that only do like they get all the trophies or all the achievements or whatever it is, and then they are done. They will never touch that game again. Those people, I can understand why they don't want to buy their games. Like I understand why they would want to do it through a subscription because those subscriptions generally offer I like a good chunk of games. Like I mean I don't know which one you're referring to specifically, but I know the what is it, the Xbox Game Pass or what the fuck ever, like doesn't that one offer like a couple of hundred? And then they
Yeah,
add
but
new
you
ones
also
all
have
the
to have an
time.
internet connection. If your internet goes out, you can't play any of those
Yeah,
games.
exactly.
Yep, because you have to be able to reach your subscription,
Oh,
basically.
yeah, definitely. But unfortunately, a lot of other games are games that you can play single player require a live internet connection for some reason. I mean, I get it. If you want to play online with your friends, yes, you will need that. But I remember, I think it was Diablo 3 did that, like where you could play it solo, but you had to have an active internet connection at all times, even if you were playing it solo, which was really stupid.
That would have been after the seasonal stuff because I played it before I had an internet connection.
I think it was Diablo 3. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, they like a lot of companies I guess are trying to like force it to where you have to have an internet connection or you just can't play the game. Even if you bought it like flat out on say like Steam or I don't know, the Nintendo eShop or PlayStation Network or Xbox Live or where the fuck ever you bought it from. Yeah, they require you to still have an internet connection, which is really dumb. If you, I don't know, like travel a lot or something, maybe you don't always have internet connection.
Oh yeah, that would be rough. I can't. That really bugs me. I'm gonna say like the whole that really bugs me. I'm gonna have to watch that video later that he posted in chat because grr, how can
What
you do
about
that?
Unity?
Yeah, how can you do that to your developers like that? That's gonna stunt growth and everything.
Well, it's just gonna force everybody over to like Unreal or whatever the other big leaders are in engines.
That's really the only one that was a competitor.
Wasn't there like a Frostbite engine? Or is that one only allocated to AAA companies. Or maybe it was the Dice engine. I can't fucking remember.
I think most of them are fucking owned by the AAAs now.
Oh.
Fucking, what's it called, proprietary software or some shit.
Mm-hmm. And they're not about to loan that out to people that they're going to be directly competing with. Well, there you go. Anybody that's into making game engines or ever wanted to give it a try, then now's your chance
Yeah.
because the market's got a hole in it, so you could fill that hole.
Oh
Welcome
yeah,
AI.
yeah, No Man's Sky is one of those games though that like literally just grows and grows and grows. Like there's an immense like everything changes with that game as I love No Man's Sky. That's the one space game that I did enjoy. I just
Yeah,
needed
but
to
see,
play with
it
other
keeps
people.
growing, but it doesn't grow into any content.
Well,
Yeah, I
no,
heard
they
that
have
it's.
they have content. There was a storyline that I was following.
I've heard that it's
You go
kind
to
of
the center of the
stagnated,
universe, find a big glory rock, and that's it.
Really?
and then you start over.
Really?
Yeah, basically. That's basically what the story
Oh.
is you're trying to go to the center of the universe. That's
Yeah,
it.
Well, no,
yeah, you gotta go find the
wasn't I
God
was
Rock.
I was trying to find something. I know that, but I didn't know I can't remember what it was. It was a while ago.
Now that
Yeah, that's
the
all it is the
content
center of the
stagnated,
universe. That's it.
They better walk it back. They better walk it back, Dragon. They
I think it's
better.
been like that for a while.
Like,
Might
No
have
Man's
been.
Sky is just shit. They say it's fucking infinite and all that, but it's not. It's all they done is randomly generated a palette swap.
Yeah, it's pretty much Minecraft, except with the procedurally generated worlds or whatever. But
And it's Minecraft, but they managed to put less in it.
yeah, pretty much.
Oh, side questing while
Because I
going to the
mean,
center. Oh, okay.
each planet is like its own biome, like desert and I don't know, like
I
foresty or
I like that portion.
watery or
Seeing all the
whatever. And
different like ecosystems and stuff. That was so cool.
well, yeah, I mean, but
It was
Minecraft does the same
beautiful.
thing for
Well, in block. God, I hate Minecraft.
Hey guys,
well,
I'm gonna call it a night. Love you later. Bye.
Bye, perplexed.
well, I mean, they tell me that you can make it not look so blocky. I'm still waiting for somebody to make it. I want it to look like 7 Days to Die or something like that. I don't want there to be blocks. I want there like a hill. I want a hill to look like a hill. I don't want it to look
Oh,
like a whole bunch of like a bunch of boxes piled up on top of each other.
I mean, technically 7 days is a bunch of blocks.
Yeah, but at least those blocks are kind of rounded.
They're
I'm talking
not their
like
voxels.
the terrain. I'm talking like the
Yeah,
terrain
that's voxels.
is.
They're still blocky.
Ah, man, but they're not as blocky as like Minecraft is just all like blocks and boxes and shit. Like 7 Days to Die, like you can. I don't know. Like the ground is not boxy. Yeah, like I know, like they're like these. I don't know, fucking hexagonal shaped things or whatever. But whenever you dig a hole in 7 Days to Die, it looks more like an actual hole that you would dig instead of just a square hole. Do you know how hard it is to dig a square hole?
It actually isn't that difficult.
Well, I've never been able to dig a perfectly square hole.
Square shovel, that's what you need to do, is just line up the corners with the edges of the shovel.
Mm, I will never try to dig a hole with a square shovel ever again.
Okay, so
I would not recommend it.
Rust, Assassin's Creed, Cuphead, 7 Days to Die, Pokemon Go, Fall Guys.
Oh, if 7 days is on the Unity engine, they're fucked.
Yes, Subnautica.
Because the whole reason that they're still alive is constantly getting people to reinstall the fucking game after they forget about it after 20 minutes.
Among Us. Oh my god.
Yes!
No, I don't want to get Unity.
Well, Clocks will be happy to hear about Among Us.
With how long
Hey,
it
we
takes
could.
them to make a map,
That.
it's going to take them.
Oh
They're
yeah.
never going to be able to port it to another engine.
Oh my god. We'll just switch to Goose Goose Duck. About fucking time. Gives us a reason. Beat Saber. Oh my god, my daughter's gonna be so sad. They end up
Town
in
of Salem
Saber.
would be a better option than Among Us.
What?
Town of Salem.
I don't know what that is. Hollow Knight. That looks like a cool game.
Guessing it's a better version of Among Us.
It is
Well-
basically the thing that inspired Among Us.
Oh, RimWorld.
Oh, Clocks will be so upset. Sorry, Clocks, if you're in the chat.
No, I think she's playing Demonologist right now. Subnautica. Death's Door. Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go will probably still stay around. That one will probably, because it's just too big.
Yeah, I think that one
Oh
will
yeah,
probably...
speaking of which, there is now a Monster Hunter version of that game.
What do you mean?
Monster Hunter
Pokemon
version
Go.
of... Oh.
Yeah,
There's a Monster Hunter version.
I'm guessing that you walk around in real life and fight monsters in different places.
Yeah.
Something.
there-
Hold on,
wow,
I gotta
there's-
go. I'm gonna go DM Clocks for right now.
There's a whole bunch of like cool graphics I'm looking at with these games. I'm like, ooh, I actually kind of want to look. I'm like, nope, can't anymore. It's on Unity. It might get shut down. Now I don't want to play any of these games just in case. It's almost like Minecraft was made to be boxy. I've dug a square hole with a post digger. Well, that's cheating.
Those holes are... I've used post diggers. Those holes are not square, they're round.
Oh, they are, aren't they?
Yes.
I don't know. Well, Wolf did it
My
with a
point
post
is,
digger.
I prefer digging holes in 7 days to die than I do in Minecraft.
Yes. Death to Among Us. Long live Goose Goose Duck. Woo woo. Why is Orc, are you trying to get us to slide you in and I'm ignoring your message?
No, he just burps and farts into the mic all the time.
Oh, is that why he's messaging me?
No. Here, he has a problem. Okay, hold on. I gotta see why he wants. If he tries to come in here to. Or you are not talking about your problem with that unless you can do that on your own time, mister.
We
Not
don't
during
want to hear
spit
about your
roast.
broken penis.
No, it's not about his penis. His external hard drive is making his whole system slow down and he can't access anything on his external hard drive now. And it's full of like anime, probably porn, and all that shit. I told him he needs to run a scan on it because he probably has some sort of virus on it. And he's saying
Yeah,
it's
probably
not
from all that hentai.
accessible. Hey, what? Call me bitch. I'm just not gonna bring you to spit roast to ask about that. Like that's something you can. We're talking about important things like Unity being an asshole. And Mexican aliens and God knows what else. Do you guys have anything more to say on Unity, or do you want me to bring up the next topic that I have? Yeah, you never said porn. I know you never said porn, but it doesn't mean that there isn't porn on there.
It's not porn. It's called hentai.
Yeah, you said anime.
It's
It's
an
not
art
porn,
form.
it's science material.
It's science material. Oh, I was gonna make a very rude comment. It's called Adult Steam Games, madame.
Oh, well.
Power
Yeah.
Wash Simulator is on Unity too. Oh my god, I need to fucking beat that game again.
Yeah, adult games, also known as joystick games, bringing back the arcade era.
Oh, we should design the Wankmaster 3000 to work with adult games on Steam. It'll be like VR for your penis.
Make it a shooter.
Yes,
It's a first person shooter with your penis.
absolutely. Whenever you start throbbing, your fucking machine gun comes out and starts shooting.
Yeah, it's just a pistol when you're warming up.
Just
It can
boom,
be.
boom, boom,
It
boom,
can
boom,
also be a
boom.
military simulator, Seaman, the Navy SEALs edition.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh my god.
Do you have what it takes?
I should just record one of these, one of our spit roasts for my business plan and call it good. There we go. That's our business plan. Enjoy. Okay. Since we're done ragging on org, yes, bug areas about it, but not in here. If this, unless you have something else you want to talk about org, or if you have input
No,
that
he
you want
just burps and farts into the mic all the time. Every time he comes in,
to. Okay. No
I
burping.
swear he holds it all in just so he can like join the VCs and then start making weird noises.
While his sister comes in and quacks, and it's so cute.
Well, yeah, but his sister's kind of cute. She could do that. He, on the other hand, is not cute whenever he's burping
I
loudly
feel
into
like
the
you're a little
mic.
biased there, Rug.
All she does is quack.
Well, she sometimes talks. Okay, I have another topic, guys. Clocks, clocks. Did you hear? Did you let her know about RimWorld?
I just told her that I'm sorry to hear. I'm so sorry to hear about RimWorld, but I'm sure you'll be glad about Among Us. And she's like, "Well, what? The new map? Yes and no.
Oh, Clocks, you haven't been sitting in here listening on us. Um,
No.
RimWorld and Among Us are built on Unity engine, and Unity has changed their pricing plans to where the devs will have to pay Unity per download after a threshold is met. Install, whatever.
Oh, which reminds me, that also includes getting from pirated sites.
Really?
Yep.
I think that was what the whole point was for defeating, or like that was their claim to be their purpose or whatever.
So,
Oh no, that one was just answered as an afterthought.
but Among Us may be big enough to where they won't care, or else they might just make the change. Just well, no, they're too big. They're gonna, but they may stop on updates. So we may never get a new map again on Among Us. Which, whatever. We can just go to Goose Goose Duck. Yay!
Okay, I'm
And
going to
RimWorld, I don't know how big RimWorld is.
Well, it's going to be a lot smaller after this.
Well, yeah.
Might also include Project Zomboid.
Huh?
Oh,
Might
Pirate
also
will be
include Project
heartbroken.
Zomboid. Not sure what engine that was made on.
Oh, Google it.
Pirate will be heartbroken.
Oh, and Power Wash Simulator 2. Dragon just told me about that one. Okay, now, next topic.
Man, they need to shut down that really like dumb, boring game that what's it called?
Woo,
Like you guys used to all play it. It was so fucking boring though. Observation Duty or whatever. I really wish they would shut that one down. That game is
I love Observation
that game
Duty.
is incredibly
Observation Duty
boring.
6 came out. Clocks, did you get Observation Duty 6 yet? If not, I'm buying it for you. I gotta see. Now I gotta see.
Why
I
isn't
gotta
that one a
see.
Unity game?
You
Why don't they get rid of
shut
Fortnite
your whore mouth.
and like other games like that?
Let's see.
Wait a minute, Aries. I
Yeah.
heard you talking about this. You said that recently CS:GO switched over to a totally different engine. Did they happen to be on a Unity engine before and
No,
switched over? Okay.
it's one that they've made for themselves.
Okay, I was going to say
It's the
that's
Source
why
engine.
the devs at CS:GO knew, and they were like, "We got to make this change before they fuck us."
Nah, CS:GO was built on the Source engine. Well, technically
Oh.
it's on Source and Source 2. It's one of the few games I know of that's been Frankenstein over two fucking engines. The fact it
Thank you,
even works is a
Org.
miracle.
What did Org do now? Did he burp?
No, he cheered.
Oh.
I think he's trying to buy his way into the VC.
Why?
Oh.
We don't want to hear about his broken penis hard drive problems. Your hentai can wait till after the spit roast.
No, I want to see if you have sound buttons. I oh, well yeah, I only have the small ones. I don't have my sound alerts and stuff on because well, this is spit roast.
Yeah, and we can't like have a bunch of wild shit popping off in the.
Clax, Clax, check your Steam. Clax, check your Steam. Okay.
Clocks, check your Steam. Why are we whispering?
Because I wanted to, damn it. Okay, so my next topic. Well, okay, this one isn't much of a topic. This is something that Aries brought up to me and or brought up this question before, and I thought it was actually kind of funny, and I want to see Rog's intake on it. Take on it. If a superhero has regenerative powers, do they stay circumcised?
Well, that depends. Did they have these regenerative powers before they were circumcised or after?
See, and that's
So it doesn't matter because whenever people get those powers, any scars that they had from before those powers end up getting healed as well.
not all the
Have
time.
you seen Deadpool?
That was caused by his powers. That's different.
Uh,
See, and
well,
I agree with Rog on that. Like, if he was born with it, then yes, it grows back. But if it's something that he gets like from a spider,
yeah, like a radioactive butt plug or something. Yeah, like you know.
yes, because the radioactive butt plugs bite you.
Well, no, it just leaks radiation into your rectum.
But that would you would need to like leave it in there for quite a long time.
Well, you
What
know,
what did that
some
just give you
people.
cancer?
No, it gives you magnificent regenerative powers.
Okay, Dragon disagrees with you, Aries. She says the reason he looks the way he does was what awakened his powers.
Yeah, I thought that
Yeah,
fucked up guy did a bunch of fucked up experiments on him and shit.
No, he
yeah,
was stuck in a fucking vacuum tube and basically given the absolute minimum amount of oxygen to survive to force his powers to waken up.
Oh, no,
It was
I thought
basically
that guy
because
was
his
just.
powers were tortured into existence is what caused it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, he was like that guy just kept like fucking with him and doing fucked up shit to him, and like it scarred him up and fucked him up real bad because I think he had cancer or something, and it was like, he was like, oh yeah, I'll help you cure your cancer. You know, you got to come in here and do all this shit, and he like kept doing fucked up shit to him. I think he did get his cancer cured though.
he did.
Nope.
Well, it's not. It wasn't cured, but the cells keep regenerating due to his
No,
superpower.
no, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
and which means that his superpower wasn't naturally born; it was forced into existence. So, it, for all intents and purposes, basically just mutated when it woke up.
Well, see, and then in the case of Deadpool, you don't know if it fixed all his scars and stuff. He's all scarry because of.
He's
Well,
got a mutated. He's basically got a mutated mutation.
Yeah, so we can't really use him in this because of how he looks.
well, my opinion is no, no. You talking about like on the philosophy side of things? No. If they were born with the power and got circumcised, yeah, their penis skin would grow back. But
It was forced into being due to being injected with
if they
Wolverine
got it
cells. Ooh, is that how
if
it's
they
done in the
got it
comic books?
after, then no. Because like the body, depending on like what kind of regenerative, like how the
Good to
regenerative
know.
power works. Like, is it nano? Is it magic? Is it fucking some kind of science? Like, you know, like how the fuck? Because most of the time it would just regenerate whatever the, you know, vital parts are, like heart, lungs, liver, kidneys, body parts like the arms and legs, and you know the regrowing of skin over open wounds. But no, there's like no open wound, you know. Well, I mean, my penis isn't a festering open wound. I don't know, maybe some are after being circumcised, but mine isn't.
But then I
So,
could bring up the argument of cutting somebody's arm off, cauterizing the wound, so it's not an open wound.
well, yeah, but the body would still regrow the arm.
It still wouldn't be an open wound, though.
Well, no, I'm not talking about like it just has to be an open wound. I mean, it would have to be like fully healed up and shit. Cauterizing doesn't fully heal you; it just stops the bleeding.
There are people with missing limbs who have had them growing back
We
with
haven't even
fucking
been.
regenerative shit.
It's not even
Oh,
been
you
And they've
don't
been
popping
like
fully
up
healed.
with any Pokemon
like
in chat since I've been in.
clones and stuff? What the hell?
That's weird.
Because
What's
when
going
somebody
on?
says regenerative powers to me, that would mean restoring the body back to its original form.
Where the hell did this?
Oh,
That wasn't supposed to happen.
that's weird. I wonder
It
why.
totally took me out of Death's stream for some reason.
I don't know. If you guys have noticed, I no longer have Pando on my stream. Pando is actually no longer on Twitch. Here on,
Damien?
yep, Damien, my little kitty. Um,
He's dead.
he's dead.
They finally put down the irritating shits.
They on around September 10th or 11th, some hackers found. Let's see what they they found an exploit on that extension to where the hackers could take control of chat and post as the streamer, and it caused many issues. So it has now been completely removed. This only happened to people who were live at the time, but they all had the Pando extension. So as soon as I found out, I obviously removed it. But yeah, it is now no longer on uh, Twitch whatsoever.
Yes,
I
Dragon.
agree that using third-party software would be dangerous.
I have not seen any Pokemon either. I bought 2 Pokeballs and have not had a chance to use them because nothing has popped up.
He broke it. It was his fault. Extensions.
Uh,
I'm checking my extensions. Hold on. Seeing if I need it updated or something. Configure. There's nothing to configure. Okay. So let's just pop up and activate. It says it's activated.
maybe all the Pokemon are dying.
Sleeping.
No, there's Pokemon that come out at night too.
Also, yes, Wolverine is
Mm.
uncircumcised.
No, well, there you go. Aries found that one on Pornhub.
No, Wolf was asking.
Well.
Does that mean Hugh Jackman was
Oh, that
born?
was Wolf that was asking.
Okay, well at least we're still earning money and shit.
Based on
That's
Rogue's
something, I guess.
logic, we
Let's just pop another question into my head.
Uh-oh.
can...
If they had implants, would the regeneration force that out of the body?
Wait, I'm sorry, what?
That's a good
If they had
question.
implants, would the regeneration force it out of the body or break it down?
Well,
Or
let's
leave it
Yes.
there?
No.
you'd think
You...
it would have to force it out, right?
Yeah, it would. Or break it down like he said, yeah. Yeah, because unless, like, again, it depends on what the regenerative properties are. Are they nanites? Are they some form of magic? Is it some form of, like, cellular regrowth science? Like, you know, depending on what, if it's something like nanites or like regrowth cellular science shit, you could either program the nanites to leave it alone, or give the person that has this magical ability or has this regenerative ability, if it's scientific, some kind of anti-rejection meds that would they would have to be almost like supercharged, but it wouldn't be much different than transplanting a human heart from one person to somebody else to save their life. They would just have to take medication for it. But again, it depends on what kind of regenerative properties these are. And if they're magical, then I don't know. That's a whole other fucking thing that I would not.
Because it has been shown that some people that were born with regenerative powers, if they get shot, no matter how many times the bullets get pushed out of their body.
Well, no, that's any person. Well, not any. I guess there are some out there. No, that's actually normal. like if you get a foreign body or like a foreign object inside of your body, like I don't know, you get hit with shrapnel in the arm or something, and like a chunk of metal's still in there, but you know the doctors get you all sewed up and whatever, they didn't get the metal out for whatever reason. The metal will work its way out toward the skin and usually just stay there unless you or a doctor or somebody cuts it out.
Yeah, because
That's actually
then
really normal.
if it pushes out the bullets, would it not push out the implants?
Well, that's what I said. It depends. Also, I mean, it's hard to say with. Nobody's answered my question. What kind of regenerative powers are these? Are these magic? Are they nanites? Are they cellular? Is it something I haven't thought of? Like, then I can answer the
I'm just
questions.
assuming it's biological because nanites is just computers reprogram it, problem solved.
Okay, well, if it's like biological, like cellular regenerative, or something like that, then yeah, if you wanted implants and went and got them, you would probably have to take rejection meds your entire life or anti-rejection meds your entire life. But I guess it would also depend on what the implants are made of. Like, are you just talking about boob implants or?
Well, it could be any implants, but yeah, with boob implants, I'm just thinking of the regenerative powers rejecting them to the point where they just basically get turned into cannons and fire out the chest.
Okay, well, no, I don't think that would happen because that would end up causing more harm probably in the long run than if you didn't. But
It would be funny to see though.
I don't know. Your implants might move around though. Like your body might be trying to like move them to the nearest exit. Maybe. Why does this keep happening?
What keeps happening?
I don't know. Dude, did this just bump me back into the fucking AI chat thing? Oh no. It bumped
Oh
me in there
no, I accidentally
once.
got bumped into the AI chat. What a shame.
No,
Hey, Trump.
it did. No, it did. It bumped me into the AI chat earlier. And I didn't understand why. Like, it
You,
was right about the time Wolf posted that thing about my logic and how Wolverine's penis is circumcised or uncircumcised. Sorry.
you could hit backspace or something or knock back a few pages.
Oh wait, does backspace do? Oh, maybe
Yeah, if
that's
you're
what happened.
yeah, if you're actually like clicked on the browser itself.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's what happened. I don't know. What's this say? The urge to. Who's got an urge to send who a what? What the fuck is he talking about?
Are you talking about my chat?
Yeah, I'm
Who's got
watching
the
your
urges?
chat.
Who has the urge to do what? There's no one in having urges.
I don't know. I think it's
Oh,
something
Nightbot.
Wolf
Oh,
post. Oh,
if you feel the
okay.
urge to send me food. I'm trying to get people
Yeah,
to
there you
feed
go.
me because food is good. I like food.
Yeah, I'm still pissed off about fucking. The one time I try and do that, my bank's fucking down. Fucking bastards.
Well, seeing it on my end, it actually said that the restaurant wasn't taking delivery orders, so it could have been either. Hi, Wolf.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi,
Hey, Wolf.
Wolf.
How was
My
your
bad.
workout? What did you do? Was it leg
Yes.
day?
Worked out, you just said.
The day was yes.
The day was yes. What did you work on anything specifically or just run?
No, I did everything.
The potato pour used motor oil all over you while you were working out?
She did not. She's on her
Oh,
way to Ohio right now.
Why is she going?
damn.
Why would she go there?
That's what I said.
That's worse
She's
than
picking
hell.
up somebody and bringing them back to Michigan.
Oh God, I hope it's not my cousin's wife,
I mean, you
because that's
say that,
where
but at least
she
Ohio
is.
has Wi-Fi.
My cousin's wife just ran off to Ohio with some other guy. I hope your girlfriend's not going there to pick her up.
Well, unless she is a 17-year-old boy, I think you're okay.
Oh, well, she was talking about adopting a 17-year-old boy, so
Why a
Well,
dumb
I can't help you with that
17-year-old?
one.
Like,
I'm not even joking.
She
Yeah.
is going to pick up one of her brother's friends
Yeah.
Why?
because they're going to a concert or something.
Oh, what concert? No.
That's boring.
I didn't ask.
Why not?
I didn't care enough.
That's an important piece of
Because he
information.
also agrees that it's boring.
Concerts are not boring if you like the
They're
band.
dumb.
Yes,
You
they
like
are.
you
How
just
are
go
they
there and
boring? Oh my god, I love concerts.
you just go there and deafen yourself, like
Oh
pretty
my
much.
god,
The
let's see,
only
this
reason
past
to go to
April,
concerts is like, you know what? My hearing is too good. I want that to change. So you go to a concert.
Or in my case, if you need to take a nap.
Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Let's see, this past April I saw Shinedown, and they were with 3 Days Grace and From Ashes to New, which I didn't see much of From Ashes to New because I was having issues with finding my fucking seat. But once
See,
that was
Shinedown
figured
is
out,
good, but I still wouldn't pay for a concert ticket.
Shinedown and 3 Days
Yeah,
Grace.
I've
I
never
Oh
been
just
to
my
a
god.
concert.
Oh my god. Oh, I got
yeah,
some decent seats and stuff because I don't understand the whole wanting to stand the whole time. Like, no,
yeah, it's dumb.
no. Like,
I don't know, I just think concerts are dumb. If I want to listen to music, I'll
I
go to
don't.
like Spotify or YouTube or
No,
The
like
last concert I went to, I fell asleep in. The one before that, I got front row seats, and I brought the DS with me and just played that the entire
oh
time in
my
front of the
god, Aries!
DJ.
he's got the right
Oh,
idea.
why? Why? Oh my goodness. My first rock concert that I ever went to was Shinedown, but they were with who did they play? Pop Evil and Theory of a Dead Man, which those two were meh, but Shinedown was great.
I like
Uh,
Theory of a Dead Man.
I like Theory of a Dead Man. I don't like them live.
Well, I
They're
don't like anything like that live. That's
why?
just
Live
boring.
just sounds
But
shit
It's
anyway.
Shinedown puts on such a good show, and just seeing how excited like the singer gets when he hears like
um,
the crowd singing with him, you'll just see a big smile light up his whole fucking face, and it's just like, see that
mm,
there you go. That's what I like to see. I also saw Breaking Benjamin, and Breaking Benjamin used to be my favorite band, but watching them live, this lead singer seemed so fake. And I was just like, no, no,
like
I
all
don't.
these concerts that you went and seen probably equals up to like $1,000 or $2,000 that you could have put towards something that you actually got to keep
No,
and not waste like
actually,
a couple $100 on a
most of
ticket
them
for
were
one night.
most of them were actually paid for by other people. I think
Oh,
I
well, I
did.
would have just told them to give me the couple $100 for the concert ticket and tell them to go have fun, and I get to go buy whatever I want.
No, like
Yeah, I would have just said my computer needs a new fan. Can I have the money instead?
Yeah,
this
exactly.
past April, I did spend $400 on those tickets because they were really
Oh
cool
my
tickets.
God. You know what? You could have bought so much shit with $400 that you actually got to physically like keep. Like
I I
you
will
could
pay
have like
for
bought
fucking
some
experiences.
games.
I want
You
experiences.
could
I
have
don't want to sit behind my desk all the fucking time. I want to go kayaking. I want to go travel.
well
I want I
kayaking.
there
If you got a kayak, that's free.
well
That's
no,
different though.
no,
You get
not
to keep the kayak. Like it's
not when
yours.
I want to go kayaking like in Las Vegas. If I want to go to Pictured Rocks, if I
Why the
want to
fuck would you want to go there?
why not? They're beautiful places. What the
It's
fuck?
it's a fucking river. There's rivers everywhere. I know where there's like
Pictured
5
Rocks
rivers
is
right
not a
now.
river, it's on a lake. And there's beautiful
Lakes.
scenery.
Hell, I know where there's
I would
like
not
20
recommend
lakes
going to the
right
Flint River.
now.
Oh, hold on. What did you say, Wolf?
I would not recommend going to the Flint River.
No, don't go to the Flint River. Don't go.
I
Don't
literally
drink
know where
the
there's
Flint
like
water.
20 lakes right now. I could just take a canoe
That's
or a
oh
kayak or
my
what the
god,
fuck
Rock.
ever and
That is
just go
so
paddle
different.
around in the water.
I kayaked like 5 times this past summer. It's something I do. I love to kayak, but kayaking other places that have different visuals and scenery and stuff. Like there are caves that you
It's a
can
boat.
kayak down in Las Vegas. You can go to the Caribbeans and kayak in that beautiful clear blue
Oh,
water.
The
fuck
only
that.
reason I go to Vegas is for the fucking gun
Hookers.
ranges. That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can agree with that. Gun ranges too.
There's
Hookers and gun ranges.
there's gun ranges in
Which
Michigan.
My family's trying to annoy me into going for my sister's birthday. Even though I'm going
I
to spend the
just, I
entire
don't know. I
time in the
guess,
fucking gun range.
I mean, I might go to like a different place to go fishing, but like, I don't give a fuck. It's like, wow, look, more rocks. Look, more water. Huh. I wonder if this water is any different than the water back home. Nope, it looks the same. Feels wet. All those rocks over there, they look a lot like rocks I've seen in the past. You know, that's just my point. You know, like I don't know. I don't understand like why people like to travel to go do things that they can do like around their house.
Right now, the most
Not
traveling
to
I
mention,
do is a weekend trip for college, and we just stay up and look at stars.
Yeah,
most of
okay,
the people
like
that travel only travel to go to other places so they can be in those places to talk about the place that they live in.
I don't. I actually want to travel to go see places. I want to go to New Zealand. There's so many different activities that you can do there and stuff, and I want
what do you mean it's not about the Watcher, Rog? What Watcher? What are you talking about? It's not about the Watcher, Rog. What? Are you calling me Watcher, Rog, or are
to.
you?
It's not about the water rog.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought that said Watcher.
it did. She typed it wrong.
Oh, okay.
But yes,
Okay
it's not
then.
about the
Well,
water.
the
But
sky
it's.
Go back to
looks
the
the
fish.
same,
Oh my god.
and the fucking rocks are
Okay,
most likely made of the same kind of, you know, basic atom compounds that
like I
the other
love.
rocks are.
Like, don't get me wrong. I love to game. I love to do this stuff. I love sitting here with you guys and chatting all the time. But I also want to go out there and do things
Oh, I'm not
and
saying
experience
that like
life.
just game. Like, no, I went out and did like a lot of shit, but I wasn't spending like hundreds of dollars to like go
Oh, I plan on going
like
on cruises and like that's the stuff I want to do. I want to get out. I want to go to
you wanna
Italy.
you wanna go on a cruise. You wanna get on a big
Pretty
boat
nice mailbox.
and sail out into the middle of the ocean so you can wake up every day and go outside on the deck and look and be like, up,
Yep.
that's water.
Well, if you do that, just
Yeah.
don't go
And
up to the
What's the
front of the
problem with
boat
that?
and shout at the top of your voice, I'm on top of the world.
yeah, I
And
never
then push the
understood.
person off.
No. But yeah, like you just get up and you go outside, you look around, it's like, yep, looks like it did yesterday.
They actually
Water.
have a lot of activities on cruises. Thank you very much. And then there's different
Yeah,
excursions
because the
on the
cruise is
different
so fucking
spots.
boring, they need something
Yeah,
else for people to
because
do.
exactly there's nothing
Well,
to
that's the point. No, that's the point of the cruise is to do the different things. It's not to just
but
be on a boat.
you can
I
do
like
all
how
of
there's
this
a
shit
pool
in
on the
your
boat.
house.
Yeah, I know. I always
Or
thought that was funny. The pool on a boat.
or you could like do it like in your yard or like down the street.
No,
Like
there.
everything that you could do
No,
on a cruise, you can do in your neighborhood.
no, I
Including
can't.
drowning.
Oh, including yes, drowning. Yes. Like I don't think you understand where I'm from. Like no, it's a totally different
Oh, you're
experience
right.
doing
You're
on a.
from Michigan. So yeah, you don't even have to go to the ocean. You could just like, go north a little bit and boom, you could just get on a boat and paddle out in the middle and play skee ball or hockey or what the fuck ever on your little
It's
rowboat
a
and then come back whenever you're done. A lot cheaper.
You're just gonna disagree with me just to disagree with me just
I
because you
just
don't want to
don't
go out there and do
understand.
things.
I don't
Yes,
understand
the
why
cruises take you
go
to
out.
different countries. It's a totally different
And
experience.
I can say from the perspective from someone who's been to Ireland, England, Wales, Greece, and France.
There's nothing new. He's gonna say it. There's nothing special. Whoopee. Oh, look at these people. They look really similar, but
You
I
guys
can't
But
don't
understand
like
what they're saying.
people. Not saying I like people
Greece,
very much, but
Greece, I have a vested interest in going to, and it was
Death.
still shit.
I would love to go to Greece.
Listen to who you're. Do you realize
That's
who you're
because it's
talking
Europe.
to? I love people, Death. I love
You
meeting
love
people, so
green
you can't
people.
sit
You
there.
love green people.
Okay, well, I have a very deep fetish love for green women, yes. But no, I like meeting people and hanging out with people and talking to people. Like, I like people as a whole. Okay, so you can't say, well, you don't like people, so you wouldn't understand. No, I don't understand why spend so much money to go out on the middle of a fucking boat in the middle of the ocean and
For the
like play
Yeah,
experience.
shuffle
like,
ball or what the fuck ever the old people play on those things. Like,
No,
and
you go to
and drink at
it's
a
the agreed
bar.
opinion of two people with completely different perspective. Rogue likes people as a whole. I like people in pieces.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're
Oh my
both
God.
actually kind of agreeing on the same thing here, Death. So I don't know. Your logic just doesn't make any sense.
No, I actually like getting out and doing things. Like actually doing things. I want to go experience other countries and stuff like that. I want to go zip lining. I want to go skydiving. I want to. There's so many different things I want to do.
I,
Ziplining is fun.
you
I've done
have,
it
Oh, I
before.
bet.
she
Yes.
has. There's something wrong with her brain. Jumping out of perfectly good airplanes.
See,
Like,
I knew he was gonna say something on
there's
that one.
nothing wrong with I understand skydiving if the fucking plane's crashing and you gotta get the fuck out. Like, I understand skydiving at that point, but
Well, I mean, it could be. It could have gone to the point where they look at the pilot seat and they realize it's a female driver, so they just fucking jump out the plane.
I don't know if Death would look at it that way. But
No.
and okay, she's like talking about going to other countries. Well, what? You go to a place where you can't understand what anybody's saying, and they're probably all standing
No,
around talking shit on the stupid American.
That's why I'm gonna learn other languages. I do want to learn other languages. I bought a Chinese course so I can learn Chinese.
I would like to learn Spanish and get me a fine
Yes, I
Latina,
want to learn the
but
one language where I can go to the
You
one
heard it,
country
Wolf.
where I'll be
Keep
supervised
Potato Frog
24/7, and
away
if I
from Rog.
I don't want her.
I want to learn the one
She's
language that'll send me to
taken.
the one country where I'll be shot if I do anything while being watched 24/7.
I like Wolf. I would not sleep with his girlfriend. God, what kind of monster do you think I am?
Or Lord
He's my
Rog.
buddy.
Yeah, he'll just take a lot of uppers so he won't sleep.
Okay, well.
I feel like my girlfriend also slightly scares Rog every now and again.
Touche.
Yeah, she kind of does have that fucking. She's like screaming his name, which is also my name, and it's like fuck. I'm in trouble again. I'm like expecting a hit to come, but it never does because she like lives in another state and not yelling at me. So
She is also like this little short Mexican.
well,
Princess.
but Mexicans are like they're feisty. So that's.
Yeah, so she may be
She
short, but attitude makes up for
I
that.
bet I bet yeah I bet she can hit
she
hard.
has waved a sandal or two at me.
A
Oh.
sandal?
A sandal or two.
Oh,
Well, yeah,
Oh,
Latinas they throw shoes. You be careful.
no, that's Asians.
I think that's women, cause I threaten to throw my shoe
Yeah,
at
I
people
was
too.
gonna say. I think.
Is
Yeah.
that why you like spending so much time shoe shopping?
Because she keeps throwing them at
I
people.
haven't bought a new pair of shoes in. I'm looking for a new pair of flats. Like I need a new pair of flats. So bad.
Well, we just cracked the code of shoe shopping. It's like me with throwing knives. I spend hours looking at them. Same reason why women look at shoes for hours on end. Something to throw.
Makes sense. I never thought about it.
Death hasn't had to buy shoes in a while because she's single. She
Yeah.
can't throw anything.
She
always
hasn't
has to
been
buy
throwing
more.
them again.
That's true.
Well, look. I don't need a boat to go to the one other country that I want to go to find a girlfriend to bring back. Okay. I can just walk, or I guess drive. But I don't know. I can walk. It might just take a while.
And I don't need a boat. I can just make them angry enough to come over here.
Yeah. Well, the anger comes later. And no, I'm not talking about the green Canadian women that Clocks has been sending me.
Plax has been sending you green Canadian women.
I posted a fucking picture of her.
Oh, she sent you those?
Yes.
I didn't realize she sent you those.
She's trying to get me to move to Canada, and she's like, "I can totally hook you up with like a hot green chick named Stacy." And I called her out on it, and then she sent me that, and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh my god.
Like
Class.
that's the only color of woman I would take over a Latina is a green chick.
Where did you send those? I gotta look at those again. God, she's hot too.
I know. I think it's like
She's a belly
Clox's.
dancer too. Look at that belly dancer top.
Yeah, it's Clox's like sister or
Oh yeah, I bet she
something.
does. I gyrate those hips.
That's a lot of makeup though. You'd get green everywhere, Rog.
So
He's like, I'd be green.
I don't
I
give
want
a
to be
fuck.
green too.
There's an easy solution to that. If you want to get the green out, just tell Cassie to dye it green.
No, keep Carsey far away from my green women. She'll
Carsey,
ruin
No,
them.
the green diver gets on everything. Just
Carsey
tell
will
Castle to paint it
steal the
green,
green
and then it'll be
women.
back to perfectly clean again.
She'll steal my green women and make them white, and then they're boring.
Ouch!
God damn it.
I feel so attacked right now for being white.
Well,
Welcome
get
to
some attitude.
America.
Hang out with some Latinas. Get some fucking attitude then.
I don't have a fucking attitude. Seriously, Rock? Since me and you met in this server, God knows how many years ago now, like almost 3 at this point, right?
Nope.
Yeah, thereabouts. About 2.5, 3 years, yeah.
Yep.
Nope.
So,
I'm 3 years. I've been in the group 3 years this October.
okay.
Uh,
So
okay,
maybe,
so about 2.5 years,
yeah, something like that. But we have,
yeah.
the first time we sat in a chat room and we knew we were going to be friends.
Yeah, and I was afraid I was
Because
gonna
of
get banned.
because the shit that came out of our mouth, that is why we are in a and with
Yeah,
and then
that's
with
why we're here
Aries,
today.
we're just how Clocks puts up with us, I have no idea.
I don't know how I ever dodged getting banned off this server.
Yeah, like you're
Because
saying with the
Aries is
stuff
an
that came out
owner.
your two. You're saying with the stuff that comes out your mouth. I thought you were about to say, and then Aries comes along.
Yes. Oh yeah, me and Rog, our conversation's PG-13 compared to what Aries brings in.
Yeah, that's true.
And then we're the ones who corrupt everybody else.
Yeah, not on purpose. I try. I'm not corrupting Bufany. She's
No,
sweet. I like
when
her.
it's
I
just
don't want to
you,
ruin her.
when it's just you, no, you don't. But when it then I get involved in,
And then yeah, and then you just bring the worst out in me in front of her.
I do, I do.
It's like, God damn it. I'm trying to behave myself in front of Bufany, and she's over there. No, Rug, it's okay. It's okay. I've heard so much where it's okay. And it's like, no, shut up. No, it's not.
It's not okay.
Look at what happened to Willow. She used to be a sweet, innocent person too, and now
Oh,
she's
no, she was.
not.
Willow was
She
never
was
innocent.
not.
She was whenever I first met her. And
No,
then
she was not innocent. She was just
She
I
was in
wouldn't
the
say hiding it. It's
closet,
just she wasn't.
She was in the closet, basically. She hadn't fully felt comfortable yet.
that's what she said. She's like, well, no, you've helped me like
Open up.
feel like it's okay to, be myself and, talk about, more like things. And I'm like, yeah, I still feel like I fucked you up.
Don't worry, Rog. I'm still innocent inside.
I mean, technically speaking,
You're
because I
dating a
encourage
Latina. That's a
enable.
lie.
No, I think that
Technically, because
Latina is
I
still kind of
encourage
innocent
enable
too. They're young
and
yet, though.
basically start it all. Technically, the corruption started with me.
It started with
Uh,
you. It all started with
I've
Aries.
always been a little fucked up though, so
Well, see, and I
Yeah,
think
but
okay,
how often have I been encouraging it?
and
well, yeah, Aries is helping, but
so here's a question: do you feel like you're fucked up because that's who you are, or because of like trauma?
oh no, trauma definitely.
Yep.
Life experiences.
Okay, same. Like especially with
That's
how
why I
innocent.
can.
See, I feel like was I grew up so sheltered, innocent, naive. Like I was not told anything, and then all of a sudden, harsh reality. I was introduced to things in the worst possible ways, and then finally now here in the last like 5 to 10 years, I am starting to be able to look at things in from more an educational aspect and learn in a healthier manner. And I'm learning that there's a lot of stuff that I'm really fucked up. I have a really bad sense of humor, but I'm
That's
I
what
also
wouldn't say
makes life
bad.
fun.
I just learned to like laugh at like really dark, fucked up situations that I end up in because of all the other dark, fucked up situations that I was in before. Like I've struggled with depression on and off throughout my life, and just terrible experiences with people, and for some reason I still like people. I
well,
just
and like I used to be very proud, like basically of not, but like keeping to myself and like not asking for help or anything, and I've learned that that is toxic in a way. Like my mom always pushed on me. See, we don't need a man. We can do it all on our own. She's like,
Yeah.
okay, yes, it's good to be taught to be
Independent.
independent and stuff, like learning tools. I'm for the first time, I told you this, guys, for the first time, I'm learning power tools because of my home projects.
Those are fun.
Oh yeah, I totally
By
They
the
forgot
way,
could
about
be.
Jeff,
putting
if,
up
if
that
you need any
blind.
tips, you can always ask me. I tend to use those sometimes.
Well, see, and that's the thing. Like how I was raised and stuff, I felt like I couldn't ask anybody because I don't need a guy. I don't need someone I can do it. And now I'm just like, but
I still remember
it's so much easier though to ask for help.
the first time I learned to use a belt sander. They just threw it at me and told me to sand the floor. And I didn't even know how to turn the fucking thing on. And man, the first time I turned that thing on the floor, it like yanked out of my fucking hand because I wasn't expecting it. But I learned,
Well,
and I didn't hurt myself.
see, at least for you two, that was kind of normal. For me, the first time I used a bandsaw, I nearly decapitated someone.
That seems kind of you though.
I like because there's the whole thing of you're supposed to feed the material in at its own pace, like, but because at that point I'd been like fucking heavy lifting everything, like I was scrawny as shit, but I was stronger than what I should be, so it I was going at what I felt like was the right rate, which was probably about 5 times more than what it should have been. Snapped the fucking snapped the blade on the bandsaw. It fucking shot across the classroom and fucking it grazed the back of the neck of the kid's spine on the other side of the room.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, you're
That's
supposed to just kind of like let those things pull it in, like the piece of wood that you're cutting, pull
That's
it
the
in,
thing, though. Is like that's like granted, I can understand those instructions from a normal person's from a normal person's perspective, but I was a normal person up to that point. I had spent most of my life with either fucking sledgehammers, heavy tools, or some form of something that kids shouldn't be handling up to that point. So I was kind of stronger than most people. So my normal feeding in speed was a lot faster than the rest of them.
Luckily for me, I had multiple shop classes and multiple subjects of shops. So I kind of was taught how to use various tools, from hand tools all the way up to CNC machines. So I know a little bit of everything.
I haven't used a lot of them, but I've used a few.
I do like using lathes; they're weirdly satisfying. I don't know if I like this or not. This is weird.
what is weird.
That cider I've been drinking,
Oh, is it a
we
new
just got in
cider?
two more of the same company. We just got in two more of their things. It's lemonade. One's pink lemonade, the other's blueberry lemonade, and I can't decide if I like the blueberry one or not.
I just got done drinking a coconut berry Red Bull, and now I'm on the dragon fruit Red Bull because I'm trying to attempt to do some homework.
Dragon fruit, nice.
The dragon fruit really nice.
And Death,
Well,
you're
I
also
know what
not the only
Rob's
one that
doing.
had to learn how to ask for help. I went through the same thing where I wanted to do everything myself and figure it all out myself. And it got to a point where I'm starting to figure out, like, it's just easier to ask for help.
Oh yeah. Well, and even like with sexuality stuff or sexual things, like um I didn't know how to. I felt weird talking about that stuff, like, and we went over all that stuff. And what finally made me realize that, hey, it's actually very normal and healthy to talk about this stuff. Obviously, not at like work or in a professional setting or even around
You
the
hear that, porn
table.
stars? You're unprofessional.
um, is I went to a pure romance or adult toy party and had a blast with friends or even with actually with women I barely know. I knew one person.
Did you start chasing each other around with dodos?
Yes, we became those cat girls with dildo swords. That's
In the
why
Awesome.
I
engine,
brought
I
it up.
want to
in the
go to
nine
one
inch
of
on the
these.
donkey.
That is one of the I think that was one of the games that we could have played because there's a suction cup on I think the dildo is called Hey Mr. DJ. Um and so, yeah. Same here. I think it was our yes, it totally was our generation growing up. But I think it was taught to us because that's how the boomers were raised too. Boomers were raised to they just did shit themselves too.
I always
But I
feel
had the
better whenever
opposite
I.
option. I had the opposite problem where you like were brought up to not ask about stuff. For me, I couldn't ask for help because whenever I did, I got fucked over, so I had to learn how to do it by myself and just not ask people because it was the easier option.
Yeah.
I grew up
Well,
in a family where they really weren't too big on teaching. They just automatically assumed that you should know how to fucking use things like without teaching you or showing you. They just straight up were like, "Well, why the hell are you doing that? You're not doing that right." You know, and it's a, God damn it, get the hell out of the way. Let me do it. It's just like, well, I don't understand what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing here. Nobody taught me anything. But I was just supposed to, I guess, watch and learn. But the problem with that was the whole watching part. I missed some steps, you could say. And no, it wasn't because I wasn't paying attention. It was because I actually did not see what what the fuck ever they were doing.
well, and like sometimes you're not even there, and they just expected you to just know it based on what. Because I'm a visual learner, I have to watch you do it, and so, and I didn't realize that until later. So people just thought they could tell me things, and I would pick it up, like with using a tool,
You
like a
know,
power
suddenly that
tool and
just made
stuff.
your sex ed a lot weirder.
Mm.
She's a visual learner, so she had to be in the room watching two people bang into the other
No,
time.
Oh,
that's
well,
why I
that's what
watch
Pornhub's
porn.
for.
Porn.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why
what
I watch
Pornhub's for.
porn. Okay.
I always felt better whenever I figured shit out on my own, though.
Well,
Like,
I
get a better sense of pride in,
when I do it,
like,
that's how
I fucking did that.
yeah, doing it on my own afterwards. Yes, I get that feeling. So I have no problem with that. But like if it's something like learning a table saw to put in my floor, like Mofa helped with putting in my floor in my bedroom, and no one, I've seen a table saw. My dad has I've been around table saw since I was a kid. I understood the safety, like I was shown the safety precautions to take with it. Other than that,
Safety.
yeah, Aries, I know you don't care. Oh, you're a
I'd be the guy that's
walking
using a jackhammer as a fucking pogo stick.
you're a walking OSHA violation. That's why you're not in the U.S. Um,
Yeah, he'd get fired real quick.
Safety regulations are to stop stupid people from hurting themselves.
yeah, just look at the people on the Titan. Oh, you
Exactly.
can't.
Well, yeah, that guy was like, "Oh man, everything's too safe these days. We gotta lift some of these safety regulations." And
yeah,
well,
let's make a
he's
sub out
laying
of
dead at the
carbon
bottom of the
fiber
Atlantic.
I will
in
say his ideas
pieces.
were subpar.
Oh my
Mm,
god, dad jokes.
mm-hmm. Oh, speaking of dad jokes, Clox's one of Clox's new friends, or well, I guess old friends or whatever that she has on the server, also likes to tell dad jokes. So yeah,
Red one,
Aries, you'll like him. No,
Sword?
no, no, not that.
sword.
Yeah, sword. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
because
I
when you said about how he'd been married for, I think it was 30 plus years, and I asked him, does she know about it?
Oh yeah, that's the guy we played Uno with.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
yeah, he's a pretty cool dude.
He is.
No, I don't know Red One that well. I haven't talked to him that much other than just what uh
They played
like I've
Goose
been in
Goose Duck
chats.
on my
I don't play
birthday
Goose
stream.
Goose Duck.
Yeah, well, yeah, 'cause it's a fast-paced game that you can't really.
Yeah, I don't like fast-paced galley games I can take my time with, which I guess is why I've really been playing a lot of single-player games lately. Just
Yeah, and I understand that. It works better for you. I mean, it's one thing like if you knew the map already, then I think the fast pace would be fine. but trying to learn a map in a fast-paced thing that's going to be over within 10 minutes just does nothing for you, and I can understand that.
Yeah.
That's just bad game design, though.
Well, I mean, like a lot of games are fast paced. Like look at Overcooked, games like that, and I mean, I'm just not good with games like that.
Well, I mean, I have the perfect example. Metal Gear Revengeance. That is an extremely fast-paced game. You make one mistake, you'll basically get bent over and fucked sideways.
Never
And it
played
is
that
still
one.
one of the most favorited games on the planet.
They just got to the point though where they invite me to play Overcooked with them whenever they want to play on super hard mode because I play as a giant unicorn and just run around the kitchen pushing people, knocking people out of my way and shit, and it just makes it a lot harder for everybody else to do their job. And they still want me to play it. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, we should get them to annoy you into another lobby again. That
No,
was funny.
no, I will buy Overcooked for some random poor asshole to play.
Hold on, who else has Overcooked?
I don't like
Everyone has.
Summer and yeah, fucking literally everybody.
You guys do have it?
Everybody hails Lord
Yeah.
Rog until it comes time to make a sacrifice, and then nobody Lord Rog can't find anybody whenever it's like a sacrifice needs to be fucking made. Everybody's off fucking around or well, I don't have that game. I don't have that game. And then like
In my
Aries, oh, I
defense,
guess
I
I do
genuinely
have
didn't.
that game.
In my defense, I genuinely didn't think I had it because it's not the game I'd buy. So I think I must have got it for free on Epic at some point and forgot about it.
Dragon doesn't have that game. So there's one that who doesn't. Wolf, do you have Overcooked?
No.
No, he's never around whenever they ask me anyway. I wouldn't expect him to. He's got like a Latina girlfriend and work, so his
I
life's
have
already
work
pretty
and
complicated and
college
full.
and somewhat of a social life, you know.
Yeah, he's busy.
What's
You
a
know, he's got
social
shit
life?
that he's
This
playing with.
is my social life. This
He's
right
playing with
here.
power tools in the
This is
garage
half
and
of my social life.
taking motor oil showers.
Like I went to like change OBS and stuff over to stuff for spit roast, and it was already spit roast. The last time I streamed or did anything was last week for spit roast.
Wow,
Yeah.
really?
Yep.
I have not.
Hey,
Well,
Dev,
I haven't really been paying attention, I guess. But
Yes, Wolf.
when you were doing your floor, I'm assuming you had like a mini table saw.
I
a
don't know.
baby
It's a table
table
saw.
saw.
What's a mini table
Was
saw?
it a smaller version of a table saw?
No, it's a table saw. They make mini
Was
Was it
it
a
tables.
one-hander or a two-hander?
was it a smaller one or a bigger one?
It was a bigger. It was about like it sat on the table like this.
It was a
Yeah.
biggin, real big.
Then that is a mini table saw.
What's a big one?
Oh, you were
It's
that
bigger.
one is a bandsaw, I think.
What?
No, the bandsaws is the blades that go on a rotation thing.
So
It's not the circle. It's not the.
anyways,
What'd
This
the
is
saw blade
circular.
look like?
It spins like this. It has a safety
It's a
guard right here
circular saw.
that moves up when you pull
oh,
it
that's a
down.
miter saw.
What?
That's a miter saw. That's not a table saw. That's a miter
What's a
saw.
table saw?
If the blade is above the piece and it's coming down on it, that is a miter saw.
The table saw is the thing with the little penis blade. It goes up and down.
Oh, like
Table
this?
saw.
You basically
Yes.
it sits on the table and it's just got a little penis blade that goes up and down and just pushes
Yes.
away along the thing.
Just up and down, just like that. Yep.
A table saw is a table with a saw blade poking out of
I
it.
can't believe I just did that.
Yep. Up and down. Up and down. That's right. She's getting confused. She's confusing power tools with sex.
Okay, I was told that was a table saw, so I was told wrong.
No. If
Well,
if the
whoever
blade is
told you
above
that's an
it and
idiot.
it's coming down, that is a miter saw.
It's a miter saw. Okay, well, I learned how to use a miter saw. Okay, so a table saw, you just push.
Yes. A miter saw is you would push the material through across a table.
No, that's a table saw. You would push it through.
And the bandsaw,
Yes.
the bandsaw is the one where it's one big blade
It
loop.
just spins. Yeah, it's like a
Yes.
flexible blade that spins.
Yeah.
I guess you could say. It literally, it's like a belt, kind of. Just think
Yes.
of like a
Yeah,
metal
it's
belt.
a belt with fucking straighted edges that just keep
Is
going
this
around
gonna
two
be a new
cylinders.
section for us guys? Like teach Death how to use.
Might as well be, because I've used a lot of tools.
bandsaw?
Absolutely.
What's a bandsaw?
It's a saw that has a band on it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
and
a belt or a band.
and it's a big machine.
They can be, yes. There are
There's
Well,
a lot of
versions and
I
there's a
mean,
lot of
I've
sizes.
I've
Okay.
used smaller ones, but yeah, I guess they can get
Okay,
pretty
there's
big.
smaller ones
I
too.
don't know what
Okay,
all
there's
you.
smaller ones too. Okay. Okay, I'm learning.
If you were to look up a miter saw, you would see what you had learned how to use.
Okay. Well, here.
Yeah, I don't know how big they
Miter
can
saw is
get.
something that you see in the Saw films.
No, there it says okay, and there's a miter saw. Okay.
Well, now that she knows what a miter saw looks like, is that what you were using?
Okay, yes, it is. I use a miter saw.
Okay.
That makes more sense when dealing with flooring.
Yes. Yep. It was a miter
Yeah, I
saw.
thought that was a little weird, but I was like, you
Yeah,
know what?
so
I
did
don't
I,
know.
but
Like
I just
maybe
rolled
she
with it.
has a new finagled way to do it. Like maybe she knew some tricks I didn't or something. Like I don't question
Because if
people.
I'm doing flooring, I'm using a compound miter saw. That's the easiest way.
I use a miter saw. It was a miter saw.
Now, if you were to look up a table saw, then you'll see what I thought you were talking about.
I did. That's actually what I looked up was table saw, and it also had miter
Gotcha.
saw. That's why I was just like, well, hey, what? That's what I. And then I saw that it said miter, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
She got excited. She's like, ooh, I used one of those. That's a tape. Oh no, that's a miter saw.
Yep.
Well, now
Yep.
you won't understand the
Oh, but
story
wait,
I
this
was
thing
gonna
vibrate
say.
too.
Yeah, I mean any of them vibrate. You like sit on the table, you might get aroused.
I can stick my dildo to it.
You
Well,
might
there you go. You got
also
your
rip your
amphibian.
you might also rip your vagina out.
Well, I know I wouldn't make it. Oh my god.
I actually have a very short story about using a table saw in a way I should not have used it.
Okay, explain.
Did you strap a dildo to it?
No. This was actually a mini table saw, so it wasn't the full size one, it was the smaller one. And the smaller ones are generally made for boards of wood that are, I want to say, about 2 to 3 foot long max, depending on what brand you have. Well, I needed to rip a board, which, if you don't know what that is, if you're looking at a board, there's the short width across, and there's the really long length. When you're ripping a board, you're cutting along that really long length. So I had to rip a board that was 10 foot long, and all I had was this little mini table saw. And so I set up and it was so large I actually had to take off all of the safety stuff. I ended up screwing it down to the table and then clamping the table down to make sure it didn't tilt. And I just slowly fed the 10-foot board in by hand. And it got to the point where I had to build makeshift supports on each side of the table to hold the board as I pushed it through, because the weight of the board was moving it against the blade. It was a very
See,
interesting
you're still technically using the tool for its intended job. If you want to use the tool that wasn't intended for its intended job, the videos I watch over from the ODS group, they basically tried making a go-kart but replaced the wheels with miter saws.
I've also seen a video of someone taking a table saw, flipping it upside down, and then using it as a saw that way, and just moving it across the piece
That's weird.
as a very unconventional hand saw.
That just sounds like a lot of work.
It really is. But aside from woodworking, I've also dealt with sheet metal, welding, sand casting, and machining stuff, as well as different stuff for around the house, like electrical and drywall and flooring.
What's
I've never touched any of
glitz?
that stuff.
Glitz.
Yeah, it said something about glitz in chat. Or wait, give it some glitz in chat. I don't know what the fuck. I clicked on that thing and I don't know.
What?
Wait, I just type a message and it'll.
I wonder what's going on with the Pokemon community.
But
They're all busy trying to
alrighty,
fuck
I'm
Vaporeon,
gonna head out for
probably.
the night.
Okay, have a good one.
Look, it
Yeah.
highlighted my message for some reason.
Oh, cause you claimed some channel points.
Oh. Well, that's dumb. What's that do? Does that just make it highlight? Like I
It
don't
it
understand.
just highlights the message. That's all it does.
I spent like 100 points on that. I didn't know what the fuck it meant. I clicked on stuff and I don't know what it means.
That's all it does. It just gives your message a purple box around it.
Oh, well that's dumb. I don't want to do that. Give me back my 100 points.
No, you learn for next time.
No, I don't even. I can't even buy Pokeballs with these points.
No.
Well, what's the point of them? I don't want these. I got like 8,000 and or 8.7K of those points, and I don't know what the fuck to. I don't know what they do. Oh well. I guess I'll just take those points and go fuck myself with them.
Okay, yeah, it's down. The Pokemon thing is down. I'm not the only one who has this issue. Yes. Okay. Yee. Last time it was a me thing, so I just wanted to
Yeah,
make
it's
sure.
all fucked up. I bought Pokeballs for fucking nothing. How do you get like Pokemon points or whatever to like buy more Pokeballs?
Just watching channels that have the
Yeah. So
thing.
if I'm live or someone else who has the Pokemon Community app is live,
Well, how
is
do I
sitting
know
in
if they
chat.
got the Pokemon Community app?
You can actually type in the search Pokemon Community, and you can pull up streamers that are
All
part of the
right, cool.
Pokemon
Is there
Community.
any like Twitch thoughts that I can enjoy while banking up money?
Let's see if I can find one for you.
Yeah, I want a good one too, not some boring one.
Sorry.
What's Dragon talking about? I figured. Like,
She's
find
talking
me
about
one that's
the.
just like talking about wild shit. I like the ones that actually talk about crazy shit. I don't like the ones that just sit there and listen to music and are like, "Hi, chat, please talk to me." Like, they're so fucking boring. I think I got banned from one earlier today because I went on her stream and told her that she was being really fucking boring. It's like half laying in a fucking chair on stream, not like really like she's just like flopping her phone around, not really like doing anything entertaining at all. And like there was what like 1,000 people in there all watching her, and I'm like, this is so fucking bored. Do something. She's like listening to shitty rap music and thinking it like, oh no, I gotta wait and let me finish this song. Let me finish this song. And I'm like, this song fucking sucks. It's like some shitty rap music. Like, why the fuck are you just like half laying in a chair, flopping around on your fucking phone there, listening to shitty fucking music and expecting people to, I guess, give her money or something, which apparently people have been doing. Like, she was even like an average looking girl. She wasn't even hot. I don't understand it.
No, she might be hot to other people.
And I told her that she was like really fucking boring and like, are you gonna do something? And I think I got banned.
You get banned? Never.
I know, right? I was just telling the truth. The app was down. Oh, okay. Talking about
Yeah,
what
I
Death
haven't
said.
really seen any Twitch thoughts with it.
Why? It'll actually give a reason for people to show up to their fucking chats.
Well, I just don't. I think they aim for other ways to get people.
No, they can have their tits out and be catching Pokemon at the same time. That's dumb. Right.
Okay, so for my third, or for my next topic, it's the third one I had written down. Can you think of any stupid religions? Not of like the main ones. We're not trying to
Catholics.
we're trying not to piss off the Catholics and the Christians and the Muslims and all that shit.
Scientologists,
Okay, Scientologists. I'm okay with pissing off Scientologists. That's just a fucked up fucking.
Mormons.
I don't know. Mormons do a lot of good for our community.
Pagans.
Hey,
Pagans.
I'm a pagan, you son of a bitch.
Amish. Dragon says Amish.
I didn't know Amish was a religion. I just thought that was a way of life.
Like a culture type deal.
Well, apparently the
Well-
Amish the Amish God says you're not allowed to have electricity in your fucking house, otherwise you're gonna burn in hell. Which,
Well-
whatever.
Well, that was a way of living.
Well, how about, have you guys ever heard of Pastafarian?
Yeah, but I thought it was a joke.
No,
So did
That's
I.
real?
that's a real religion.
I even use it as a joke sometimes.
They even, cause someone wanted to make a joke out of the whole you can't wear like a hat or something on your head unless it's for religion purposes. So you said he was a Pastafarian and had to put a colander on his head.
Yeah, those are the people that like worship the giant flying spaghetti monster, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
A
are you
social
sure that's real?
a social movement that promotes a lighthearted view of religion and opposes the teaching of intelligent design and creationism in public schools.
I mean,
According
Jedi
to
is also a religion.
according to adherents, Pastafarianism is a real legitimate religion as much as any other.
That's just God damn, that's so underhanded.
I know,
Oh,
right? It's becoming one of the world's fastest growing religion, with many thousands of members in 60 plus countries. The
oh
Church
God.
of the Flying Spaghetti Monster is one of the fastest growing religions in the world. Oh my god.
But that's not
Excellent.
really saying much because all other religions have grown as big as they're going to get. So obviously, it's going to be the fastest growing one.
Yeah, oh my god, and here there's even a picture of the guy who put a colander on his head.
Is he like their messiah or something?
I don't know. I just, and there's also one for Dudism, I believe. I believe Dudism's one now.
What
Pretty
the
sure that
fuck?
was always a thing.
I don't know anything about
Get
Dudism.
ordained for free at the religion of Dudism. You can become a Dudist.
A Dudist.
A Dudist.
Well, I was not aware
Oh
of
my
that one,
god.
but all right.
What is Dudism?
The,
Let's
the
see.
one that makes me laugh all the time is the one for the Jedi's because they didn't do it as a joke. They're doing it to be serious.
Oh
I
yeah, I was
did
about
know
to say.
about that one.
What's that one? So
The
It's just,
Jedi's. There's
just
a religion based around being a Jedi.
yeah, it's just like the
Jedi
Jedi core tenets from Star Wars.
Yeah.
religion and
Except for they didn't do
regulations.
they didn't do it as a joke. They did it as a legitimate thing.
Wikipedia. Jedism. Is that what it's called? Jedism? Jedism inspired by certain elements of, namely the fictional religion of the Jedi. And there's a Jedi doctrine, a Jedi church, an introduction to Jedi religion for beginners.
Yeah. And if you're wondering, if you're worried about having the whole LARPing thing taken off, there you go. Got an entire religion dedicated to it.
Oh my god,
Well,
we
We
could
can
do a
start our own
whole
one.
we could do
well,
just a whole religion event, like our whole Jedi event. Oh my god.
well, I don't know. The fantasy LARPers might get a little upset with the sci-fi LARPers.
Touche.
I mean, fucking Star Wars basically is fantasy.
Mhm.
It's sci-fi fantasy. It's not like It's not high fantasy like elves, dwarves, orcs, gnomes,
So you've got to be
humans.
high to come up with it.
Although high fantasy is just a terminology used to describe like Lord of the Rings esque type lores and universes.
I wonder if Jeff Bridges ha- I wonder what he thinks about how his take on the dude has like
Who the
turned
fuck
into.
is Jeff Bridges?
He's the actor who was the dude.
You're gonna have to narrow it down because
The
I don't
the movie where
There's
watch
Postal Dude.
no, okay, the Big Lebowski. Have you guys? Oh, you guys don't know what the.
what's a
Okay,
Big Lebowski.
so the
The Great
religion.
Lebowski.
No, the Big Lebowski. It's a movie, and where Jeff Bridges plays a guy who's called the Dude. He plays an easygoing, carefree guy who smokes weed and drinks White Russians,
A hippie.
basically. Um,
And I've seen the film. It was just the.
yeah, it's a really it's not that even great of a movie, but that's where like Dudism, that religion that I brought up, that's what it's based off of.
So Cheech and Chong, dude, where's my car? All these people are also dudists, I'm assuming.
I no, I don't think they're
Well,
Dudists.
but those were all about stoners and like hippies and
Yeah,
shit.
that doesn't mean that they're just hippies. They don't care about religion. But yeah, it's
Hippies are deeply spiritual
so
people.
so the guy who founded this religion and philosophy, Oliver Benjamin, is proud of leading the slowest growing religion on the planet that preaches a laid back lifestyle.
Yeah, it's just hippies. That's literally all it is.
No,
It's just hippies.
I wouldn't even call him a hippie because he's just laying around his house, fucking smoking weed and
Like a
drinking White
hippie.
Russians.
Yeah, like a fucking hippie,
No,
exactly.
hippies don't just do that. Hippies all promote peace and love, and the dude didn't care about that shit.
Not all of them.
A lot of them do.
You're talking about the 70s hippies.
No, I was around more of the 70s hippies, and that's more of the hippies I know. See,
Yeah, they're all dead.
you okay, Rog? You need to watch The Big Lebowski to, yeah, understand.
Where's the money, Lebowski?
Yeah, the dude doesn't go outside. Yeah, that's a good point right there. The dude
Where's the
doesn't go
fucking
outside.
money, Lebowski?
The Amish is seen as cult due to the fact they have their own church. Oh, the Amish. Ooh, Jehovah Witness. Oh my God. Let's go knock on all their doors. I saw. I kind of like Pastafarianism. It just looks
I mean,
so
technically,
funny
all
to me.
religions are a cult.
Yeah, which is why mine's growing into a religion.
Cult. Cult
It is a
religion.
cult right now, but it's becoming a religion.
Yeah,
But
we
the only
don't have
reason that
Kool-Aid
Catholics aren't considered
yet.
to be a cult is because it's socially normalized.
Yeah, and they also are their own nation. Like they're called like the Sea of God or whatever.
Yeah, because that isn't a fucking amount of arrogance right there.
Yeah, like every Catholic church actually, like no matter where it is in the world, is not like technically it is not on the land of whatever country that surrounds it. It's like they every Catholic church is like its own territory, almost like an embassy
Well, if
for
that's the
the
case,
Sea of
then I
God.
shouldn't be done for arson in my own country if I was to burn one down.
Uh no, you would be in trouble with the Catholic Church, which would then probably have you expedited to Rome to stand trial.
Like, it's good
just
luck getting me there.
just like if somebody did something like really fucked up in one country then fled to another, the government's gonna have them expedited back. I think that's what it's called, or indicted, or what the fuck ever. Anyway, have them sent back by the authorities in the country that they fled to so they can stand trial for, whatever crime they committed. Which,
Mm.
yeah, like cops and shit, at least in the US, if I remember correctly, are not allowed to, like, if like they're chasing a criminal or whatever, and like for whatever reason, like they shot somebody, killed somebody, or murdered,
Oh, is
raped,
that why they're not allowed to chase
whatever,
them in the
arson.
churches?
They're not allowed to, like, if the person flees into a Catholic church, the cops are not allowed to go in there and get them. whoever the priest is there can like allow the police in to arrest them, from what I understand, or have the priest could get the other person back outside or whatever, so the cops can arrest them. But yeah, they can't actually go into a Catholic church and arrest them because that's technically not like U.S. soil.
That's why I keep saying the Vatican needs to burn.
Even if you burn the Vatican, the nation still stands.
Yeah. They'll just cut off their water supply, let it spread.
Well, uh, yeah, but it's like a decentralized country, though. It's literally wherever there's a Catholic church is, yeah, it's. I mean, just like attacking the Vatican, all that's going to do, that would just be like attacking DC. The government would still exist.
Yeah, but it'd be more focused on rebuilding than anything else.
Extradition is the word I was looking for.
Yep, that's what Dragon just said.
Yeah, she corrected me on because I can't remember what the fuck it was called. But yeah, that's all that would happen. They would just have you extradited back to, the Vatican, and then you, I don't know, stand trial before whatever version of court they have, which I don't know how the Catholic courts work. Like, I don't know if it works like, you know, our justice system or one of the European countries' justice systems, or if they just have their own. Oh, you guys hear about that what the hell? Donnie Masterson or whatever, the dude from that
From
70s
70
show.
show.
Yeah,
He finally he's put in.
I'm still not sure. Pirate told me that I was right, but whenever I heard about that, like I actually went on YouTube and like tried to figure out which guy he actually was, but I said the pirate before I actually figured out who he was. I'm like, I'll bet you it was that curly haired, sideburn, sunglasses wearing prick. I said there was always
Yep.
something off about that guy. And Pirate's like, yep, actually, that's exactly who it was.
Yep.
I was
So
like,
you
I
do what now?
fucking knew there was something wrong with that fucking guy. Danny or Donnie, I don't remember what the fuck his name is. The sideburn douchebag
I
from
can't
that 70s show. Yeah, he's in prison for 30 to life for raping two women back during like 2003.
Yeah, and actually, Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher actually had to.
They did an apology video.
Yep, they actually had to apologize because they did reference. They gave him character references because, well, they never saw that side of him. Obviously, it's not like he was upfront about it.
I don't know. I feel like, if you work with somebody for a long period of time and like you're around them and friends with them like
But
they
they
claim
also
they were, you're gonna know if they're raping people.
But see, at the same time, they all had their own lives and all their own shit, and Ashton
Yeah,
Kutcher was
but they
fucking doing
also
drugs.
claimed,
But they're also famous, so they could be clueless as fuck.
but
Yes.
they claimed that they were like friends with this guy and like hung out with him and shit.
Yeah, but hung out doesn't mean like they spent every fucking waking moment with them.
Oh, yeah, no, but you could pick up on some bad shit on people if you hang out with them a little bit. It does it doesn't take much for me to pick up on shit from people. Like,
BTK
and
had a wife and she had no idea he was a killer. That is so true.
who the fuck is
Like, not to
BTK?
mention they're Hollywood
BTK,
actors.
burn, torture, kill, or
Oh, I thought it was like the
bind.
Burger
But
King murderer
what's
or
a B
something.
for? What? No, he's a serial killer. BTK is a serial killer. And let's bind. Yeah, bind, torture, kill, or beat.
Are
Something
you
like that.
talking about the Toy
I think
Box
bind.
Killer?
I think bind. No, Toy Box Killer was called Toy Box Killer. BTK, he actually called himself BTK because he
No.
bound, tortured, and killed his victims.
Plus, you're talking about Hollywood actors. The entirety of them combined have less brain cells than what's splattered over my wall.
I find it hard to believe you live with somebody for like a decent portion of your life and are married to them and shit, and then you don't know that, like, you're not feeling something's off. Like, man, like they disappear, you know,
Yeah, he
like I
did
don't
start
know,
killing
a
people for
couple
quite a
Isn't
times
while.
a
that like a
week.
week? Isn't that a weekly occurrence in America at this point?
What?
And killings, it's a daily thing now.
It's always been a daily thing. Like
Oh.
hundreds of people get
Exactly.
killed
And
every day
Hollywood
in
people are
America.
thick as shit, so they're even less likely to notice it.
All I'm saying, that, like,
Well, and then look
if
at Ted
Aries was
Bundy.
over here killing and raping people, I mean, given I don't hang out with him, like I don't go to his house, you know, like we chill and eat potatoes together or whatever. But you know, I would probably be able to pick up on, you know, something's off about that Aries guy. I mean,
Because you have people skills.
I'm not
You
saying that
can
he's
read
raping and
people.
killing people, but I feel like there's something off
See,
about him.
see,
Like
I
this,
don't. But some of these people, they know how to hide it. Like Ted, look at Ted Bundy. No one knew. He was this extravagant, good-looking guy who was able to pull in women easily because of how nice and welcoming he was. Like he killed people across the fucking country.
oh, I thought somebody was in chat saying the FBI could use you, but never mind. That's not what they said.
No, no. Dragon saying BTK was the guy who freaked out the FBI because he stopped killing for 20 years.
Uh,
Fuck, and I'm trying to remember why he
didn't
stopped
the
killing.
didn't the Zodiac killer also do something similar?
Yep.
No, I mean I'd love to go work for the FBI though. I think I could actually do some good there. You know, just as a basic interrogator.
Just sit there and listen to them.
Yeah, like you know, not
Oh
even
yeah,
like
the Zodiac just disappeared. He just stopped. So yeah, they think
yeah,
he's dead or in
probably
jail.
he probably got arrested for unrelated crimes and they don't know about it, or
Hmm.
they don't know that they got him.
Yep. Yeah, because that's still talked about to this day as on trying to find the Zodiac.
Yeah,
Good point, where he's in video games.
the problem with that is that like there's probably been several people come forward and claim to be the Zodiac killer.
Yep.
Problem is they just want the fame and there's no real way to know which person it was.
Well, and that's why the BTK killer, that's why he actually named himself that because he knew he'd be more popular if he gave himself a name.
Well, if he killed all of his victims, who
Oh
was
no, you
alive
see,
to
check if he
tell
has a
them?
TikTok
No,
account.
the last one, there was one that got out.
Oh, they must have been planning to like let them go.
Yeah, it's also what he did. Yeah, he bound them, tortured, and killed. And there was one where he obviously didn't get a chance to kill yet. Yeah, he did
If
leave
he cares about
notes.
popularity, he probably has a fucking TikTok account then.
Probably.
The notes aren't what got him caught though, if I remember right. Though I don't, he wasn't very bright at the same time either.
The guy that hid the fact
Well,
allegedly
yeah,
from his
considering he
wife.
named himself after a fucking cheeseburger.
The guy that allegedly hid this from his wife for however many years they were married was dumb. Now there's some like conflicting shit here. I don't understand. Was he stupid or was he smart?
No, I didn't say. No, they just know how to play people. At the same time, he wasn't that smart.
In
It
order
was
to
his church
be
computer.
smart enough to play
Yes.
somebody,
Oh
you have
yeah,
to
and
be
they
pretty.
tracked it back to the computer. Ah yeah, I remember.
This says
Morbid,
something
good.
about he was in a church.
Morbid podcast on Spotify is amazing. Look it up. But Ted Bundy, he had a long-term girlfriend while he was murdering
Driving
people.
around in his Volkswagen Beetle murdering people.
Yep.
That's not really saying much. Hitler had a wife.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they were all under the pretense that they were doing
But
this fucking good
but
thing and
but
all this
Hitler
shit.
wasn't really hiding what he was doing though. He was doing it openly for everyone to see. He had balls, I guess you could
Yep.
say. I don't know.
Well, and then there were people like within the Nazis that were just scared, like to
Yeah, there
go
were a
against him.
few. Yeah, because they didn't want to end up or they didn't want their
They don't.
families to end up getting killed.
Yeah, they didn't want to go into a gas chamber.
Yeah, and he did that to some people, and then his own people tried to kill him. That was the whole Operation Valkyrie, or what the fuck ever it was called.
That's that movie. That fuck. What movie is that?
Well, yeah, they had a movie based on it too, but that actually happened.
Oh yeah, I know. Is it like they made a big joke of like it was also a comedy thing too, but no, it was very real. That and if they had done it, it would have saved a lot of lives. Let's see. What?
Well, it's hard to tell. I
Because
mean,
Brad Pitt was in that too, wasn't he?
it's hard to, yeah, it's hard to tell or how the war would have ended at that point. I mean, the next person in line or whatever that would have taken over could have been like, okay, we're done. Germany surrenders, or they could have ramped up and did even more fucked up shit. Although I think the people that attempted to kill Hitler, they really wanted the war to end. That's why they weren't trying to necessarily kill him to usurp his power. They were trying to get him out so the fucking war would just end, and the this wild shit would just stop. But yeah, they ultimately ended up failing.
I cannot think of this movie name.
What are we talking about? Churches?
I'm talking about BTK Killer. He was using his
No, no.
church email.
He
Yeah,
sent
he was using his
his.
church email to send notes to
Oh,
newspapers, and that's how he got caught.
well, why the fuck?
That's why we said he's stupid.
How long ago was this happening?
Inglorious Bastards. That's what it was.
I was gonna say that. I wasn't sure if you were referring to that or not.
Yes, that's what. And I'm just like, oh my god! I know it's such a funny title.
No, there was two. Um, I don't think that one was so much about killing Hitler or
Yeah,
having
it was
the Nazis trying to kill Hitler. That one I think was just about a bunch of, because there was like the guy with the ball bat or whatever, and he was like the Jewish bear or whatever they called it. No, there was another movie that was more.
Brad Pitt literally goes around and says, "Let's kill us some Nazis."
Yeah, but like the movie I was talking about was not that
Um,
movie. I saw that movie
you're
too.
okay. You're talking about a more serious drama version.
Yeah, like, and those guys, I don't think were Nazis. Like, I thought they were just like American, French, and some other like a Jewish soldier or
Oh
whatever, and
no,
like they just ran around killing Nazis. Like,
no, they
no,
got that. No, one of them was in like the war room type thing,
this was one of the,
if I remember right. Or am I mixing up my movies with the one that you're talking about?
uh, all the Nazis hated the guys in the Inglorious Bastards. Like, they were clearly on the Allied side. The one I'm talking about had more to do with just the German officers and soldiers and shit, and like there was no Jews involved or anybody else. They were literally planning, and like it was Operation Valkyrie. I'm pretty sure was
Yeah, you're right.
the
And
name of the
if
movie
you're
might have actually just been Valkyrie.
yeah, yours is a Tom Cruise movie that you're talking about.
Yeah, I think I've seen Inglorious Bastards because I remember like the one
Yes,
Jewish
cause
guy
yeah,
that was
I was
called like
actually
the
talking
Jewish
about your
Bear
movie.
or
Yeah,
something.
I'm talking about your movie.
Yeah, and they end up showing like how that
Yeah,
happened, or
Valkyrie. Yep, there we go.
okay, that's what, okay, I thought it
Yep.
was like
Yes.
Operation Valkyrie or Valkyrie or something like
And
that,
yeah,
but
cause they literally got the bomb in a briefcase into the war
yeah,
room, but
yep.
it got moved further down away
No,
from Hitler.
Hitler moved away from where he normally stood to show something on the map or something on the table,
And
and
he
then the
lived.
bomb went off and he was standing like way in the wrong place.
Yep, so he didn't die.
Yeah, because like they had positioned it where he normally stood, but because he was trying to show one of his generals something on the map or whatever, like he moved and walked down the edge of the table or whatever to point to something, and yeah, unfortunately, Hitler did not die.
Yes.
But hey, we got him in the end, or well, the Russians did. Somebody got him.
He died.
Yep. He killed himself. The Russians got him, or fucking something. I don't know. They claim that the Russians had like 3 or 4 lookalikes that they were dragging through the streets and hanging from lamp poles and shit, but nobody was sure if they ever actually got the real Hitler or if those were all of his lookalikes.
If there was more than one, then chances are, yes, they were fakes.
Well, yeah, they did. They had, but like they're not sure if one of the lookalikes that they had captured or had found dead was actually him or not. Like they don't know if the individuals that look like him, they don't know if it was him or not.
I think it was
None of
more of a
them.
symbolic things, getting his lookalikes to reinforce the point to the civilians that the guy was dead.
I don't know. I remember hearing like about how the Russians, like they got one of them and got him like one of the Russian soldiers or whatever got like up on a horse or whatever and like tied the corpse to like behind the horse and was just dragging it through the streets of Berlin, like showing it off and shit. There was
Yeah, I
another
think it's just
story.
to fucking reinforce the point that the guy was dead.
Yeah, like another one was they were like hanging him from light poles and
Yeah, because with something like that, the general populace would never believe that the guy was dead unless they saw something, so they probably just did that so that they could see something.
yeah. But yeah, they. I know the story goes he killed himself in his bunker either by shooting himself or cyanide pill, but nobody ever was 100% sure if they acquired his body or not because he supposedly gave one of his trusted like people, confidants or generals or whatever. He entrusted him to take his body and like hide it or like do something with it so the Russians wouldn't find it, so they would not abuse his corpse, because Hitler was pretty sure that they were going to do exactly what the Russians were doing to at least his lookalikes. And he didn't want that. And I think the confidant or whatever that he had that like, took care of his body after he killed himself, I think the Russians killed him on sight without ever actually uh, finding out where the body was. I mean, there was a lot of Russian soldiers. Berlin, I don't know how big it was back then, but odds are they would have found him. Enough soldiers just
Valiant.
like running through all the
Bind. Okay.
town or all the houses and shit and like checking for hidden places and shit. I'm sure the Russians would have found him.
Eventually.
I mean, there was like what fucking several 100,000 Russians marching through the fucking streets. Berlin couldn't have been that big of a city back then. And honestly, it was probably a lot smaller after the bombings. Man, I would not want to be on fucking cleanup duty in that city after that war. I had a friend who was stationed over there in like the 50s and 60s. He was stationed in actually like right in Berlin, and he had told me how our side, the western side, was actually pretty cleaned up and pretty nice by the time he got there. But like you could see over into the Russian side, like over into the eastern side, and he said Jesus Christ looked like they had never cleaned up after the war. There was still piles of rubble and shit in places.
That's just rough. Trying to rebuild after all that.
Well, he said our side actually didn't look too bad.
Well, it wasn't our country.
Well, no, but that was the thing. The West and the East split Germany pretty much down the middle. And the Russians controlled the eastern side and like the English and the Americans and Canadians and all that. We controlled the western side.
I think they split it into 4, not 2. Might be
What's
5 actually.
what's that?
They split it into 4 or 5. It was more than 2 anyway.
Well, wherever my one friend was stationed, he said that you could see over onto the Russian side and how it was still like just a fucking mess over there. And the side that, or the area that he was in, the area that he was charged with, well, his unit was, he was actually a tank mechanic, but so like he didn't actually do a whole lot of guard duty or whatever. But well, the side that he was on, it actually wasn't too bad. Yeah, I don't remember when. I don't know when like America and England, or if they ever did actually like pulled out of the western side, but I know the Berlin Wall collapsed in like, or they tore it down in like 90 or 91, and that was whenever the Soviet Union collapsed and Germany was actually able to be a united country again.
Interesting. And that is History Corner with Rock.
I don't really know if that's a history corner. I mean, I was just told like the first-hand account of somebody that was there
Yeah,
that
so
that
it's
they told to
technically a
me.
second-hand account.
So I mean, this guy also accidentally drove a tank off the side of a train car. So,
How can you accidentally do that?
well, like I said, he was a tank mechanic, and a lot of the other guys in the in like his particular section of like the unit or whatever, they were also mechanics, you know, tanks, jeeps, trucks, whatever, and a lot of them were afraid, like the mechanics themselves were afraid to try to drive the tanks because, well, they're big, bulky, hulking machines. None of them have ever been trained in driving them. So they was at the train yard one day. They were loading up tanks onto flat rail cars to be transported to a different part of Germany. And well, as he started to try to drive it like up on the train car, like they had like ramps and shit. He got the side of the tank a little too far to one side and just kind of drove it off the side of the ramp, but the tank kept moving forward, so he ended up like rolling the fucking tank over off the fucking train car because he's like, well, what was I supposed to do? Like, he couldn't just stop and like leave it sitting half on the car like that. So he's like, I had to ride it out. So he rolled a tank over.
Okay, guys, we are getting to the end of our episode. We got about 5 minutes left.
It's a good episode tonight. Covered a lot of fun topics.
Yeah, you seemed really chatty tonight.
I did.
Yeah, you did. It was good.
Oh, well, good.
Aries, how have you been? How's work been going? Since you were pooping
Uh,
when we were doing introductions.
oh, I'm off work for 3 days and I'm extremely fucking agitated because I'm not used to my phone not going off.
Oh, did the manager actually tell them not to reach out to you?
Yep.
Good. I know it's gonna
Well,
cause you
that's a relief.
anxiety because you're used to that at this point, but
He's a workaholic.
yes, he is.
He needs to take a vacation.
Yeah, a
Last time I did that, I ended up with
cruise.
chest pain. Last time I had a fucking vacation, I ended up with chest pains for a fucking week.
Well, maybe you should get on a big boat and go out into the middle of the Atlantic and just sail around and play shuffleball.
No, what I need is just a warehouse full of guns and all the ammo that I want.
Yeah,
In a
you and me
gun
both.
range.
No,
Outside's the gun
warehouse.
range.
Oh my god, guys. Okay, so my my dad leaves for Canada tomorrow and he's going on a bear hunting trip. And so it came in, so we started discussing about like different hunting trips from people and stuff like that. And apparently he had a buddy who went to Russia, and you get a guide and stuff that goes out there, and it's snowing and stuff, and they're on a snowmobile, and they're hauling you in a cart behind, and they tell you when to shoot. You're not allowed to shoot until they tell you. Well, apparently his friend didn't listen, and when his guide was getting off of the snowmobile, he ended up shooting the guide in the leg.
What?
Yeah.
How? Did he think he was a bear? What the
I
fuck?
I don't know. Apparently he saw a bear and was shot, but
A big hairy Russian, that's a fucking Sasquatch driving a snowmobile. I'll take him down.
I know,
As you
right?
say, us British people are bad with guns.
And so, but and this guy, he wasn't there because he had already gotten his bear, so he was back at the camp. But all of a sudden, he heard helicopters, and they came in and took all his money, all his belongings, his passport, and started interrogating his friend and saying like who sent you and everything. It's just apparently they thought they were sent to assassinate this guide. I don't know, but it took I think 5 days,
Jesus Christ.
and they lost like this guy took like 7 grand with him to go on this trip, and the only thing he came back with is the clothes on his back.
They didn't even let him keep the bear?
Nope. And they were told never to come back. And so, which,
Shouldn't have a gun loaded until you're ready to shoot anyway.
well, and that's the thing. Like they were probably driving around looking for a bear, and this guide probably took him to this bear, and was getting off the snowmobile probably to get out of this guy's way, and then to tell him to shoot. But he was too impatient to wait for the guide, most likely. And
Who the fuck was the guide? Vladimir Putin himself or something? Like, why the hell did they interrogate him? Like, who the fuck was guiding these
Yeah,
people?
that's what I was thinking. I was just like, what
Jesus
the hell?
Christ.
How important was this guide? Was he like a secret?
He must have been a Russian official. The
Like,
government's
fuck.
just taking Americans out into the wilderness to hunt bears together. I don't know.
Like, wow. And so, then that brought up the whole accidental shooting with Dick Cheney. and cause
Yeah, he thought it was a duck.
yeah. So, which areas? I don't know if you've heard of the incident that happened with Dick Cheney.
Oh, Dick.
I barely even know who he is.
He was he a vice
Vice
president?
President to George Bush.
Yep, George Bush.
George Bush Jr.
And Dick Cheney and a buddy went hunting, and apparently he mistook his buddy's face for a bird
Yeah, a duck.
and loaded his face full of what shot, or I don't know. I don't know the proper terms for this shit. But yeah, he shot his
What was
friend
he
in the face.
using?
So
What was the gun he was using?
I don't know. Rog, you should know this.
Well, if it was such a big deal, why didn't they know what the fucking gun was?
They know. I don't. I just know he shot his friend in the face.
12 gauge. They were using birdshot.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I totally made a reference to my dad and just like, well, don't get Cheneyed. Rog, you are all robotic-y. You couldn't
Yeah,
wait.
I know.
You couldn't wait like 3 more minutes.
I'm here. What are you talking
I'm
about?
here. I'm away. I'm here. I'm away.
I'm a here.
Good night, Dragon. We are getting out of here as well.
Good night, Dragon.
We had a great night. Talked about a lot of different topics, as usual.
Best podcast ever.
Yes, we are. Tell
Best
your
one
friends.
yet.
If you guys ever decide you want to join us in talking stupid shit in our Discord, there is the link in chat. And it gets crazier in chat because obviously we have to kind of tone it down a little bit on podcast. Okay, Aries doesn't tone it down. Well, it's at least with these podcasts, we generally have a list of topics, but it's generally topics we have already discussed. So
Ooh.
these topics are, it's more funny when you hear about it the first time because shit's just off the wall. And you can't replicate that later. But you guys have a great night, and we will see you next week.
Good night, everyone.